about the streamer. Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, now we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. Tomb Raider, I'm in Laura's twin. Climbing heights, we always win. Need for speed, drive those cars. Chasing dreams underneath the stars. Pizza night, we gather round. Sharing stories, love abound. Stroop waffle sweet, it's all we crave. Building a world of bold and brave. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. From Resident Evil's haunting calls to Dead by Daylight and Daring Falls. Life is strange, we drift through time. Every moment feels like a rhyme. Capture life through my lens. Photography where the magic begins. Art on my canvas, colors collide. In this journey we all confide. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never bland. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. So if you're lost, come gather near. Rebel Slasher's always here. Through the chaos, let's find a way. Together we'll light up the day. Pizza laughs and midnight streams. Creating memories, chasing dreams. In this diverse world we unite. Rebel Slasher, feel the light. Have you heard about the streamer? Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, now we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. Tomb Raider, I'm in Laura's twin. Climbing heights, we always win. Need for speed, drive those cars. Chasing dreams underneath the stars. Pizza night, we gather round. Sharing stories, love abound. Stroop waffle sweet, it's all we crave. Building a world of bold and brave. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. From Resident Evil's haunting calls to Dead by Daylight and Daring Falls. Life is strange, we drift through time. Every moment feels like a rhyme. Capture life through my lens. Photography where the magic begins. Art on my canvas, colors collide. In this journey we all confide. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never bland. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. So if you're lost, come gather near. Rebel Slasher's always here. Through the chaos, let's find a way. Together we'll light up the day. Pizza laughs and midnight streams. Creating memories, chasing dreams. In this diverse world we unite. Rebel Slasher, feel the light. Have you heard about the streamer? Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. Tomb Raider, I'm in Laura's twin. Climbing heights, we always win. Need for speed, drive those cars. Chasing dreams underneath the stars. Pizza night, we gather round. Sharing stories, love abound. Stroop waffle sweet, it's all we crave. Building a world of bold and brave. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. From Resident Evil's haunting calls to Dead by Daylight and Daring Falls. Life is strange, we drift through time. Every moment feels like a rhyme. Capture life through my lens. Photography where the magic begins. Art on my canvas, colors collide. In this journey we all confide. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never bland. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. So if you're lost, come gather near. Rebel Slasher's always here. Through the chaos, let's find a way. Together we'll light up the day. Pizza laughs and midnight streams. Creating memories, chasing dreams. In this diverse world we unite. Rebel Slasher, feel the light. Have you heard about the streamer? Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, now we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. Tomb Raider, I'm in Laura's twin. Climbing heights, we always win. Need for speed, drive those cars. Chasing dreams underneath the stars. Pizza night, we gather round. Sharing stories, love abound. Stroop waffle sweet, it's all we crave. Building a world of bold and brave. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. From Resident Evil's haunting calls to Dead by Daylight and Daring Falls. Life is strange, we drift through time. Every moment feels like a rhyme. Capture life through my lens. Photography where the magic begins. Art on my canvas, colors collide. In this journey we all confide. Rebel Slasher, yeah we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never bland. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed. So if you're lost, come gather near. Rebel Slasher's always here. Through the chaos, let's find a way. Together we'll light up the day. Pizza laughs and midnight streams. Creating memories, chasing dreams. In this diverse world we unite. Rebel Slasher, feel the light. Have you heard about the streamer? Rebel Slasher is the name. Skating through the pixels in a world that feels the same. Tony Hawk and tricks on repeat. Land my grind, can't face defeat. Sketch my dreams while I'm online. Sharing vibes, it's all divine. Rebel Slasher, now we ride. Positivity in our eyes. Join the ride, it's never planned. Together we will take a stand. Streaming life, it's all a game. Even Apple will know this name. Rebel hearts and laughter loud. In this space we're all allowed.
Alright guys, I am here. Hello. Hi everybody. Hey, how's everyone? Welcome in. Hope you're doing great. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you know, like Monday's been treating you well. You're having like a decent start with it and everything like that at the start of the week. And hey guys. Hi everybody. Yeah, actually, to be very honest, I do want to do something like a little bit like different today and everything like that. So instead of like, you know, like gaming and everything like that, like how we normally do on this channel, I kind of want to try to like, you know, do like just wait, crap, where am I going with this? I'm really sorry. That today I think what I really want to do is I want to more like do like, you know, like just chatting and everything like this. So I'm pretty much just gonna only like, you know, talk it here like with you guys and everything, you know, just see like, you know, just more like as a experiment and everything, because I realized even like one thing as well, that even like even some of my friends like told me about this, that I'm a really good talker and everything like that, and also like it happens like very frequently that each time, you know, when I get like really talkative or like this, I tend to even like sometimes like, you know, like pause the game and everything. It's just, you know, like to put my focus on you guys and everything like that. So today I want to kind of like, you know, try to like, you know, do more of a chatting stream today. That's what I want to say. Yeah, I guess sometimes, you know, like my mind does go like, you know, to different places. That's usually kind of like figuring like, you know, what I want to say next. So, you know, bear with me, that's just like how my mind is sometimes. But yeah, today I just want to do like a just chatting stream and see how it goes and everything, because, you know, I like to kind of like add something like new to the table and you know, to try things out, because I do think it makes it like more fun in my opinion. So yeah, no, honestly today I just I'm pretty just gonna just, you know, just chat here and just talk with you guys and see how it goes. And also, like, if you guys kind of like the kind of stuff that you see right here, we're definitely going to be doing more of it like in the future, like in the later in the week. But yeah, so to start things off, there has been like a few things that kind of like happened this weekend. First, I actually got back into songwriting again and everything, because of this song that I kind of like, you know, like want to slowly like get back into it again, because the songwriting is something that I haven't done in like for like 12 years, because, you know, my last one was like I think like back in 2013, and I think this was like 12 years ago. So, you know, this is like I haven't touched, you know, for so many years, and I just got back like into it again until like, you know, like writing songs and all that. And the thing is, by the time I got like my new notebook, I already wrote like 3 songs already, and so, you know, like I already had like, you know, a lot of like ideas, you know, like right off the bat, you know, when I got like my new notebook and everything. Because like once I bought it, I wrote the songs like straight away, and, you know, I took like kind of like the time, you know, like what to, you know, words to put on it, or also like the titles, like, you know, to come up for like these songs. And, you know, I did kind of like my part, and then after everything was done, I kind of, you know, started writing again. And it's like that I can pretty much, you know, like use that way to kind of like not only just like express myself, but also like to kind of like write down, you know, like the things that go on in my life, you know, like the 3 songs that I kind of like wrote is like, it's about like this girl that I met at the concert. It's also like about the things I went for like on my recent job. And the first one it is like kind of like about my mental health. So that's kind of like what the topics that kind of like I wrote about in those 3 songs. I also have like another 2 in mind and everything, which is like I think the other one is gonna probably be about like my experiences as a solo traveler when I went to Paris and everything. I was figuring to write a song about this one, and also the second was about like about an ex of mine, which is more not really like my ex-girlfriend, is more of an ex-friend. So I also like will write about this one, and potentially maybe the third new one will also be about like my ex-girlfriend too. So, you know, only time will tell. And I still haven't, you know, came up with the titles for it. Maybe the titles for like the new other 2 there I think I already have in mind, but the third one I really don't know yet, so I also have to kind of like figure this out. And yeah, I've been like songwriting as well, and, you know, I kind of like, you know, been writing things out, you know, like you know, I was trying to like, you know, what kind of like, you know, rhymes like with the what word with the other word, you know, things like that. You know, I was kind of like doing like the creative process, you know, when it comes to like, you know, like writing songs. So, and actually, to be very honest, I kind of like really enjoyed it a lot. It's just like, again, like I haven't done it since I was like in middle school, so you know, it's really like so many years since I last tried that. But it's kind of like, you know, a nice like creative hobby that I'm slowly, you know, picking like myself up again with. And yeah, I've been liking it so much, and I already came out like with already like 3 song titles. Like the first called like Mystery Girl, the second one's called like Mistreated, and the third one is called like Aching, which is this one is one. Aching's one about like my mental health. Like Mystery Girl's about the girl I met, and Mistreated is about like my experiences I had like my recent job. So these are the titles I came up for it. And the titles like for the other 2 that if you guys want to really know about it, the one is called 26 and the other is called like Psycho. So that's the titles I have in mind at that moment. But again, maybe things may change, but these are the titles I have like thus far. As for the third one, I still don't know yet. So yeah, I'll say to be very frank, like it's really fun and all that. And I only posted like Mystery Girl on Discord and everything is like the lyrics, but I haven't shared like the lyrics of the Mistreated and Aching just yet, which I probably will do that later on. So I guess guys can also like read it as well, because I'm very excited to share it. And yeah, so there's like that one, and also like the second thing that happened like throughout the weekend so forth, that yesterday I went to meet up with some like new friends and so forth that were part like of the Pride organization, because they were kind of like doing like a gathering where people, you know, they can meet up and, you know, like, you know, for like drinks and also like food as well and everything that day, even though like many of us like, you know, like were kind of like busy like for that day, but there were like, you know, decent amount of people like, you know, including me, that were able like to meet up there in Arifin. And apparently there were some people that over there, they couldn't really stay like very long, because apparently they had to go, and one of them had to also, you know, like go to work and everything, or they had like other plans. So but you know, at least, you know, I did drop in, you know, and still got the opportunity like to say hi to them before they parted ways. And yeah, so how did actually this event went, you know, I met up with the people there and everything, and we said you know, we kind of like said hello and everything like that, and then, you know, like decided, you know, like to, you know, just chill like a little bit, and also like grab like some drinks and food. By the way, guys, you know what just actually happened when I was there? So one of them like asked me like, you know, if I wanted like, you know, like a peach cake and everything, because, you know, there was like 2 selections. It was like, I think like I forgot, I wasn't really sure which one the other one was exactly, but it kind of a bit looked like a cherry one or a chocolate one, so it was definitely like a pie and everything. And the second was like a peach pie, so I decided to go for the peach pie because, you know, that's the one I really like the most. And what happened is that usually the plates and the forks that they had was like all completely plastic and stuff like that, and they kind of got those like from the supermarket, because that's like what one of them told me. And what happened, so by the time, like, you know, I got all the pieces of like of the pie and everything, and I put it on the plate to try to eat it, apparently when I kind of grabbed like my fork and everything like that, and I tried to like, you know, kind of like that cake, unfortunately my fork broke, and apparently like the whole pie and the plate just kind of like flew off of my flew off of me somewhere, and they kind of like fall on the ground and everything. And apparently, like, you know, like we were like, oh shit, and we all kind of like, you know, started laughing about it. Yeah, because apparently the plate and the cake, they fell on the ground and everything, like I said, and all the pieces of the food kind of just flew around, and like I was like, oh my freaking god. So, but even like they told me as well, you know, like it's no worry, it's totally fine, and, you know, they will clean it up and all that stuff. And then they give me like another plate, fork, and also the pie as well. And then the other one, I just ate it, which actually was really tasty, really good. Sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, my lips is just kind of like dry a little bit, so that's why I had to like lick it around it. So, you know, it was kind of like butter me a little bit. And then I think we kind of like did as well, and everything that after a while, like I decided to, you know, to take part on it, like where we're just kind of like writing, like, you know, like drawing like signs, and also like some typography that's kind of like more like LGBT oriented and all that stuff. And what I actually drew on that is that I wrote the words like "stay real," and it's kind of like has like the gender fluid flag on it. It was like really cool and everything. It's kind of like a little bit funny because, you know, when I was kind of like working on that piece and everything, like I kind of like took my time in the world, that that time was passing by, and everyone was really beginning to leave, even though like I was still trying to, like, you know, work on it, you know, trying to, you know, get like the whole thing right. So, you know, I want to cause of people, you know, that I kind of, you know, like take my, you know, my time, you know, just to be sure, you know, it looks as good as possible. Also because, you know, like me as an artist, like, you know, I do take, you know, a lot of time, you know, to be sure like, you know, things is more precise, that, you know, it's very smooth, you know, that kind of stuff. And yeah, that was like a lot of fun so far. Like, so I technically like volunteered on it, and you know, I kind of wanted to help them out, you know, like with the science and everything. And yeah, by the time like everyone leaves so far, there's still like another like 2 people there, and I just stay a little bit longer with them, so I guess I could finish like the kind of like the sign that I was kind of like working on, you know, for them. And by the time like I was done with it, they told me that, because although like one of them told me that I could take it home with me, but I do think that I do think like it wasn't really like that necessary and everything. So because I was kind of thinking about, you know, like you know, leave it there and everything, and first, so they can, you know, they can put up the signs and everything. And because honestly, like taking it home, it wasn't really like my idea, but because even if I just leave it there, I was completely fine with it. But yeah, like after I was done, and I asked him, you know, what you would like me to do with it so forth, or what do we do about those signs. They told you guys just leave it there like with the rest, and then we can call it from there. I also like, I haven't met like a new friend over there so forth, who is actually like a really young person and all that, and we got to know each other for like a little bit, and also we kind of exchanged like phone numbers. And apparently like usually the reason he had to kind of go like a little bit earlier, because apparently he does work like in the restaurant and all that stuff, and he had to, you know, go to his shift, because apparently, you know, like when you work like your restaurant jobs, you don't get like a lot of like times off, and apparently like it is a lot of hard work. So that's what he told me about it. And yeah, as for like the science kind of stuff, they're gonna probably be hanging them like on Friday and everything, because I think they do like this kind of like, you know, like meetups like every Fridays and Sundays and everything, which is like I do think it's pretty cool. Because I was kind of like very nice about it too, because I'm kind of like happy like I started going to them, because this is kind of like a place that I can actually go to, you know, just to hang out and socialize, which I do think is kind of like very important like for everyone. Because honestly, like, you know, when you're like, there's something wrong about, you know, having like some days, you know, you just kind of like, you know, want to have time for yourself like at home and everything. Like I do think, you know, we need times like that, you know, just to kind of like recharge a little bit. But sometimes, you know, like when you're constantly at home like every single day, stuff like this, like, you know, you start to go like a little funny like mentally, which is something that I really like, you know, don't like dealing with. So which is why, you know, I just like to go there, because sometimes, you know, like usually my mental health, it does like, you know, plummet like, you know, pretty quickly and stuff like that. So, you know, I do think like it's kind of necessary for me, you know, to, you know, be around people, so I guess it can help me like to forget things and make me feel like a little bit better. But yeah, it was actually definitely a fun night and everything. You know, I got to meet up with them and everything, and we got to hang out. I just kind of like even like very funny as well, because they kind of like even discovered that I was like a native English speaker and everything. And also I got to like, you know their levels on English as well, and everything, I guess, because we were having like conversations about like languages, you know, like I was about English, about German, and all this kind of stuff, you know, and our knowledge of them and everything like that. And also like, you know, it's kind of like very nice, because they were even kind of like very surprised about it, because the thing is about me, because I was raised with English, you know, at first glance and all that, and then I was raised with Italian at second and everything, and then and also because, you know, like I was raised by foreign parents and all that stuff, even though I was born like in Italy, and they kind of like, you know, were very surprised that you know, I have a background like that, because, you know, it's kind of like very like a rarity for them to find someone, you know, who comes from a background like this, which it actually is kind of like very interesting as well, because usually with this, where I came from, like, you know, it's definitely really different per se. And yeah, also like, you know, I told them like more about myself and everything like this, you know, like about my background, where I'm from and everything like this, and also like my level of the English language. And it's kind of like actually kind of cute as well, because I'm gonna be kind of like a little bit honest. In a way, I kind of felt like a English teacher with them and everything like that, because by the time we started working on the slides and so forth, we actually kind of exchanged like the languages and everything, because it was actually kind of cute and all that. It's kind of like, it makes you feel like, you know, you were kind of like this English teachers like in a nursery home, like when you teach like the little kids, you know, like to make like, you know, like art together and everything like that, you all using like the English and everything like that. I feel like, you know, I was like in that kind of scenario and everything, you know. It was actually a cute thing. It was a cute experience, and I had fun. Actually, one of them actually spoke like really impressively about it so far, and even like I was very surprised, you know, how good they were. The other one, however, he told me that he still needs like kind of like practice with the comprehension and everything like this, because he told me that usually on the technical side of things, like he knows it pretty okay, but when it comes to, you know, like conversating and also like, you know, understanding like, you know, like different accents, it does get difficult for him like to comprehend it and so forth, because usually when it comes to like, you know, like learning about like, you know, different accents and everything like this, like I don't think really you should like, you know, like for example, when you kind of like, you know, learning English so forth, like some people think that, you know, you have to do like the British or like the American accent or stuff like that, but I do think what's kind of like really more important that is that you're understandable and everything like this, and I think that the only time where I think like learning accents is important is like to help you like understand them and so forth, because usually like accents, like they're kind of like, how you say, are very different from among each other, and sometimes, you know, like when you don't really like know the accent like a little bit too well, like it can be a little bit like difficult like to understand them. So I do think learning accents, like it's kind of like a necessary to learn just to help you like understand them and everything. It's not like, you know, like to mimic them and everything. Like it's like I don't think that is necessary, because I think what it comes with like, you know, like learning a language is like what matters is that you're like understandable for people, and that's like, you know, the way I see it. Yeah, also like, you know, he was like telling me about this, and it was really nice and everything, and then after that, you know, after it was all done, you know, we wrapped things up, and then afterwards, yeah, like, you know, like after we finished like all the sites and everything, like I wanted to actually see if I could maybe like help them, like, you know, like hang those sites probably like in the outdoors, but they're probably going to be doing it on a Friday, so it's so it was fine. They didn't really need it, but I was one of those kinds of people that if they ever need like anything, I'm always here. So I'm one of those kinds and such. And yeah, that's how my weekend was and everything like that. Like, you know, I had good times, and oh, sorry. I think I guess that was the water that did this to my throat. So sometimes, you know, like with drinks, usually after I hydrate, usually like kind of like the burping doesn't really like, you know, come in until like way later on. All that. But yeah, that's like, you know, my weekend was pretty decent. Like it's like Saturday, like, you know, it was kind of like a bit more quieter and stuff like that, and you know, I just took the time, you know, like to recharge and have like time for myself and everything. So like there was not really like much happening that day, but Sunday I just went out for a little bit, because, you know, I think it was kind of like necessary for me, and that's why I did it. And yep, that's the thing. And what else do I want to say? Yeah, I think that's kind of like it so far, and all that. You know, like what's kind of like been going on like my end, and everything, you know, what I also had like been up to, etc. By the way, I will actually be having like another appointment with my therapist like day after tomorrow, and everything like in the morning, and I definitely got to be seeing them again, because usually like probably like with them, I'm thinking like about this, that I usually have probably got to be seeing them like, you know, like once a month, and because I don't think I have to like, you know, see them like way too frequently, because usually like, you know, I think like, you know, seeing them like a bit too frequently, it's like not that necessary for me. I think, you know, like usually like seeing them once a month is fine and all that, because my last appointment with them was like 3 weeks ago and stuff like that, which is kind of like a little while, because I remember like when I first met them, like I saw him like twice, you know, like a week later and everything like this. Like I saw him for the first time, and then like, you know, next week I saw him again and everything like this, and then the further is gonna be like, you know, 3 weeks after we see each other and all that. And yeah, this is what's gonna also like be happening and everything. And then like, you know, tomorrow I'm gonna also like be hitting the gym. I'm going to like I'm gonna do like my driver's license, not really like I would say more like a driving school, as I doing my driver's license. I mean, actually, like in a way, like, you know, driving license and driving school, it can be, I don't know, like honestly, like, because I wanted to say like driving school, but I said like license by mistake, because I don't really like, I am more, again, like working towards my driver's license more, but I usually like refer to driving schools. I think it makes like a little more sense in my opinion, you know what I mean? And but yeah, what I say is that, you know, I'm gonna also do like my driving school and all that, and and probably, I don't know, like also like another thing I just even like really want to do as well is that I would even like want to finish like work on my art piece that you guys were seeing me on the on stream, like, you know, beforehand. Like I right now, like usually like in that artwork, like I'm already like working like on the second scene right now, because I think like the first scene that you guys were seeing like earlier, like it's pretty technically like already done, but right now I'm just trying to like work on the second part, like the one below, because like this you know, I can now take the time to focus on this one, and then pretty much like the upper part, maybe I'll probably maybe add some like extra details on in when I see fit. But right now I'm going to be working on the second one, and I already try to add the colors of the background, and I'm slowly beginning to work on the line work and everything like that. Like currently right now I'm working like on the building in the background that they were like Jack and the rest of the crowd actually exited out and everything. It was also around the time where Jack kind of lost like that girl that he just met over there. And yeah, I'm trying to like I'm doing the building right now, and then probably like after the building is done, I'm gonna focus on working on deals on Jack and everything. And yeah, as for like the crowds like in the background, I don't think I'm gonna really add like too much detail on it, because like first because it's taking place like at nighttime, so I don't think like adding like super crazy detailed like in the back is really that necessary. And so I think adding a silhouette is enough, and also second because they're a bit more distant. So, and usually like when there's like objects or like people like in the background that at a very large distance, so forth, like adding like all the details on them is like really not necessary at all. So that's why I'm doing it that way. And yeah, I'm going to like be working on that like by tomorrow and everything like that. And oh yeah, also another thing too as well, I even got back into like like job hunting again and everything like this, like applying for work and all that, because the reason I kind of took like a little bit of a break from it, because I had been busy like more of the driving school. I've also been doing like the employer programs as well, which is why it's kind of been like taking a bit more of my time to focus also like on job hunting. But I'm also like I'm slowly coming back again to doing that, and because I was busy with the other things, so that's why I haven't been putting too much focus on that. But I'm slowly getting there, because I do think it's kind of like a good time for you to sort of like pick up again, because night work is very important. All right, guys. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna do something. I think what we're gonna do is actually more art. Let's do it. Let's do more art. I'm gonna update that. And let's switch it. All right, there we go. There's Clip Studio. There we go. Hey, let's do it. Hi, Metalhead. What's up, buddy? How are you? Show day for you, dude. You good there? I hope you're well. Okay, yourself? Yeah, I'm doing fine and everything like that. I was just kind of like talking here like for a little bit, like about like what's been like going on lately and everything, and also because I kind of do want to try like to do like a just chatting stream to see how like that works out, and so it goes from there. Because the thing is that about me is that because since I'm a really good talker, I do want to like experiment and see like where things go from there and all that. So because since you know me like long enough, Metalhead, I do talk a lot. And it's even like getting to the point that sometimes like I do like pause a game, so I guess I can put my focus on you guys. So that's like how my mind is. All right. No, but honestly, like what I'm gonna really probably be doing like right now is I don't mind like doing like a bit more art. So we're gonna even like try to like like show you guys like what progress I've been making, what I've also like been doing on the second scene, so things like that. So that's what's gonna be happening. It's okay, you're still awesome nonetheless. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you. Thanks. Now to kind of like a little bit explain it, because the reason I wanted to kind of like also like do some art as well, because since I pretty much finished like talking about like what I want to talk about like at the beginning of the stream, so this is why like I kind of want to maybe put focus on something, and this is why I'm going to do some art. Because honestly, I don't think I'm going to really be doing any gaming tonight, because that's not really part of the plan right now. But all I just really got to do is I got to also like take out like my tablets and then get start drawing. Yeah, because usually what I normally do is that if I'm not like gaming and so forth, I do plug my tablet so I can draw. But if I'm gonna be gaming though, I unplug my tablet. And that's how I go about it. All right, hope nothing goes wrong. But we are gonna do it. We're gonna do this. Do it, do it, do it. All right. Okay. All right, guys, it's working. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, because I kind of like was wondering if I kind of like, you know, already like, you know, I like display capture or not, but we're on a good go. I wish I could draw, but erasing and having black marks annoys me a lot. Never drawn on a laptop PC. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. And yeah, I'll say like, yeah, like having like the black marks on you and so forth, it can be pretty annoying. So I guess sometimes, you know, like when I have them like on my hand, I always try like my best to rub it off at times. Hey, Irritated. What's up, buddy? How are you? Irritated in the house. How are you? I hope you're well. Oh, well. Yeah, I'm doing fine. Thank you. Yeah, we were kind of like just chatting like a little bit and everything because we were kind of like talking about like, you know, the like what things have been going on lately, like in my life, and also like, you know, how my weekend was and everything, and what I've also like, you know, been up to. So we're just, you know, just chatting for like a little bit and everything, and then after a while I kind of decided to do like a bit more art because that's kind of like the mood I want to go for. But I hope you're well as well, Irritated. I hope you had a good weekend and everything. I'm doing well. Awesome. I just had a yogurt a bit ago. Ah, nice. What kind of flavor of yogurt did you had, Irritated, for breakfast? Awesome. Yeah, it's nice that, you know, I do have yogurts for breakfast to myself. So, you know, they're very nice. Alright, sounds nice. Yeah, I agree. It really is. And also, just to be very frank, I'm not really like in the mood to do like some gaming right now. So I did like to, you know, just do more like, just talk with you guys, just chill out, and also, you know, just draw. That's it. I had a caramel apple pie Greek yogurt. Ah, that sounds very good. Yeah, I usually like the kind of yogurts I really enjoy eating. It's either like strawberry, stracciatella, or even like banana. Like, those are all my favorites. Even like peach is very good. I also like peach. Peach is very nice. Alright, guys. Just I want to also tell you guys another thing too. I just got back into like songwriting again. Because I think like a few days ago I just bought like a new notebook and I already wrote like 3 songs on it and everything. I had never had it before. It was really good. Oh yeah, I imagine. Like from what you kind of like described, like I bet it sounds very delicious. But yeah, just want to say that I got back into songwriting again. I already wrote like, you know, like 3 songs and all that. I already posted like one on Discord and everything. And probably like the other 2 I'm gonna pretty much like, I think like share them on Discord like later on and everything. Yeah, because the first song I wrote is called like Mystery Girl and all that, and the second one is called Mistreated, and the third is called Aching. And those are the titles of it. We love that. Hell yeah, for sure. And also like I'm probably gonna be writing like another 2 songs like later on and everything, or probably even 3 as well, like depending, you know, what comes to my mind. Which I think the 4th one, like I'm gonna write about, is about like my experiences as a solo traveler when I went to Paris like 2 years ago, which this was actually really amazing. I had a time of my life there. And I think the 5th one is gonna be about like an ex-friend that I had like experience with and so forth, and turned out like, you know, he was what I expected and everything, is that he was someone like, you know, with pretty negative intentions. So the 5th one's gonna be about this, and the 6th one's probably gonna likely be about my ex and everything like this. So they usually, I think this other 3 songs is gonna pretty much be covering like those subjects and all that, and what I'm gonna write about. But again, like, you know, I haven't like, you know, written like the lyrics yet or no. It's just I have to kind of see like, you know, what the titles is gonna be. So it's still like a work in progress and everything. So I still have to figure that part out. By the way, guys, everyone here in chat, have you all like written like a song before, like in the past? Because I think like the last time like I actually wrote like music, like compared like today, was like, actually like back in 2013 when I was still like in middle school. Because I haven't like done this kind of thing for like 12 years, and slowly I'm getting back into them again, and I'm having like a lot of fun. It's kind of like pretty cool because, you know, when I got my notebook, I already wrote like 3 songs, which was like really insane. I used to write stuff and record it. Ah, really nice. It's been a long time though. Yeah, same for me, dude. Like even for me as well, like, you know, I haven't done like for so many years and all that. But I'm slowly like getting there because I do think it's kind of like a interesting hobby for me, you know, like to kind of like express myself and also like, you know, get like those thoughts out. So this is kind of like the reason I'm doing it. Mental health stuff sort of sapped me out the motivation. Yeah, I'm sorry to hear Irritated. Like honestly, like, you know, when you have like something like that kind of like gets in a way that, you know, like from like being like motivated and creative, so forth, like it's never like a really good time. I'm sorry that happened to you, buddy. You know, it's never like, you know, ever a good experience. Yeah, because I honestly, like, you know, there has like even like been things like out there like usually that sometimes, you know, I kind of in a way like gave up on it for the fact because, you know, for like mental health reasons that apparently I wasn't really like as motivated as I used to be because of that. So I've been there myself, and you're alone on it. No, honestly, like when it comes to like songwriting so forth, like right now I'm running like the lyrics out, but when it comes to like, you know, like playing instruments like for those songs, I haven't really been doing that because honestly I haven't played like instruments for, you know, like for many years either. So like I used to be like a big drummer as a kid and everything, and apparently I don't really do that anymore. And also like for like guitar, I tried like bits of it in like myself and everything, but then like after a while, like, you know, I lost some motivation like to do it again and all that. I play bass and can play some drums and a very small amount of guitar. Nice. That's very cool. Yeah, it's cool. Like cool, you know, when you get to learn like all these like variety of instruments. Like it's very sweet. I never played bass myself, but I definitely played drums and guitar in the past. So I did those two. I've also played, you know, like the flutes, like back in music school when I was in elementary. I played also, what else? Ooh. I even played like the electric drums as well, and even, oh crap. I know what they actually look like. It's a fourth, but I don't remember their name. It's kind of like rectangular like shape like instrument where you kind of like put it in your mouth and it kind of like, so, you know, like creates like a harmony on it. Like I really don't remember its name, but it's like one of these kind of like things where you kind of like you kind of blow it on it and it creates like, you know, like harmony music and everything. I just this is also the another one that I used to play too. Harmonica. Yeah, the harmonica. That's the one. Yeah. I also played the harmonica too. Like this one was actually pretty fun. I think the harmonica, I may still have it like laying around somewhere, probably like in the basement, but I have to double check. Or laying around the storage, like, you know, in my house. But honestly, irritated, like out of all like the instruments that you kind of like played like yourself, like which one did you have like the best time with out of all of them? All right. Alrighty guys, let's go. Let's get started. All right. There we go. Bass for sure. It was the first instrument I learned, and it's the one I got the best at by far. Ah, really? That's really interesting. Yeah, I'll say like usually like sometimes in everything, I guess like it also kind of like I think varies for each person. That usually like, you know, with the first instrument, sometimes you tend to have like the most experience with compared like, you know, like with other instruments. Like with me, for example, like I would say for sure that I definitely have like more experience, like, you know, with the drums and everything like it, because this was even like the very first instrument that I got my hands on. And usually like there's even like few like parts and that I can still remember even like till now, like the back of my mind. But yeah, I would say for me though, it would definitely be the drums up there. That I feel like, you know, it's stuck with me a bit more. It's also the instrument I'm most passionate about. Yeah, I mean, that makes more sense. But irritated, since you actually played like the bass and the guitar though, like what is the difference between them in your experience? Like, do they play like identically to each other, or they are actually kind of different than it looks? Because some people think that usually like guitar and bass are kind of like the same thing, but they're actually like very different from each other. Because I think the bass has like less strings and the guitar has more strings. All right. Okay, no, I don't think this U looks a little weird. Let's try again. Ah, nice. That's awesome. All right, I think it looks a little bit okay. Bass has less strings and plays a different role in the music. Ah, yeah, definitely. Because pretty much like that instrument, it plays like the bass like of the song guitar. Usually like it focuses more like on the rhythm itself. Guitar does mostly melodies, and bass mostly it's rhythm foundation. Ah, okay. Now I understand. Okay, so I was kind of like a little wrong with that part. So pretty much rhythm is for the bass, and melodies is more the guitar. Okay, sorry, because I say the guitar also does rhythm, although technically does, but no 100%. Also, bass is an octave lower. Yeah, absolutely. All right. I remember guitar can do rhythm as well, for sure. Oh, okay. So yeah, I was right after all, because I don't know, maybe if whether like, you know, I got this part right that usually guitars do rhythm too, but because he said like melodies, but it turns out that they do as well. Okay, sure. So I'm okay. Because sometimes, you know, like when I talk about these things, like, well, I usually like wonder that whether I'm right or not. So, because, you know, like the doubts can sometimes, you know, like on me too. But bass is more fundamental and stuff. Oh, okay. Yeah. Absolutely. Actually, because I gotta tell you one thing, I actually have a canker sore here and it hurts like ass. So I truly like my bass, like, you know, like to not let it like bother me, but the pain is there. A song's groove is almost 100% drums and bass. Ah, yeah. 100%, dude. I imagine. But since we're actually also talking like about the drums as well, though, like how were the drums in your experience irritated? Like, what did you think about it as a whole? All right. B. Let's go. B. Nice, guys. I got it done. It's completely done. The text is finished. All right. Now, what I really... Ooh. Hold on. Now what I'm gonna actually do next is create... Wait. I gotta be kind of honest, I kind of forgot what this layer is for. Like, sometimes like me as an artist, like, usually I'll sometimes like see layers like, laying around here and so forth, and I kind of would usually forget, you know, what I was gonna use them for and everything like this. And what I normally do is that, I just delete it to kind of like really figure out what I was gonna use it for and all that. But if I don't see like really pretty much like anything at all, I just use, you know, like to whatever, like, you know, thing is missing in the process. I like them. Parts of it felt very natural coming from bass, because I understood the place it had in the music fairly well, because bass and drums serve similar purpose often. Yeah, true that. And also, like, I remember, like, I still watched, like, I think, like, an interview of Frank Zuma, which is actually the drummer of Sum 41, that pretty much, like, you know, the drums, though, can also, like, you know, like, control, like, you know, how you say... My god, how do you explain that? Not the intensity. I think you can also describe it this way, like the intensity so far, but definitely he says that, you know, he can control, like, you know, like the excitement, like, you know, the mosh pits and everything like that, you know, like how when people, you know, they started, you know, like getting like a bit more active and everything. So I feel like it kind of like it helps like to kind of like build it up too and everything, especially, you know, when you see like, you know, like pits like in the concerts and everything, because like I feel like, you know, like the drum instruments can also, like, you know, play a role in that, and also they can even, like, you know, increase, you know, like the excitement on it and the adrenaline. Yeah, adrenaline. Okay, yeah, that's kind of like what I wanted to say though. Like, yeah, like the adrenaline, like, you know, like of the concerts, like the mosh pits. That's what I'm gonna say. Yeah, the drums can change the song a lot. Yeah, they really can. And all that. By the way, Irritated, since we're talking like about like concerts and everything like this, have you ever gotten involved in a mosh pit, like ever in your life? Because I know I definitely have been like to a lot of them, like in concerts myself. Like, I think my very first like mosh pit was back when I was in 17, when I was still like around high school. And I remember like when I got into it like the first time, because, you know, like it was something like, you know, like very like foreign to me and like it's like I never did before. But when once I got in somewhere, it was just like a lot of fun and all that. So yeah, definitely like my first mosh pit was like when I was 17 and everything. And my last one is also like this year when I went to see like No Pressure. Like, it was really good. Nah, I'm a scaredy cat and I'm not into the adrenaline rush. It's fine. No worries, man. It's understandable. Yeah, like apparently like when I went to see like No Pressure and everything like that, there's like one thing I wanted to do, because I think I did this like, you know, when I went to see like New Found Glory like over 10 years ago, is that I kind of wanted to get into stage diving, but by the time they like, you know, I was gonna get ready to do that, apparently like the concert was already over. I was like, oh damn, because when I went to that concert, there was a lot of like people stage diving, and it was a blast and everything. It kind of reminded me like, you know, the days when I went to see like New Found Glory like back in 2014. Like it was really thrilling. Like I had a lot of fun with it. Like, it was kind of like very identical, because usually these two bands, like No Pressure and New Found Glory, they make like this kind of music. Although I would say No Pressure is a bit more like Sum 41 than New Found Glory. But it's like, it was the same vibe. Hi, Penguin! My friend, what's up? How are you? That'll be great. By the way, Penguin, I was lurking on your stream and everything like that, and I hope you have fun with it, with DBD. Yeah, because I was kind of like in the middle of like doing things as well, like I went to have like lunch. I also like kind of like I was going out like for a walk and everything like that, and also like I was even like doing like some drawing lessons on my phone app and everything. I was like some like courses for the employment program. But I had you on, you know, like while you were gaming. I'm good. How are you? Yeah, doing good. Thanks. Although I'll be kind of like a little honest, I do have a canker sore here, like in the behind my lips, so I'm a little bit in pain. But other than that, I'm doing fine. Yeah, stream was fun. Oh yeah, I bet. And everything. Like, I haven't like fired like Dead by Daylight for kind of a little while, actually. I need to get back into it. But yeah, today we're because what I wanted to do kind of like experiment today is that I kind of wanted to do like a just chatting stream and everything, and because I guess, you know, we can, you know, like, you know, just, you know, hang out, just talk and everything, like, you know, like about like various stuff and everything, and also like, you know, just about things in life in general. So I kind of wanted to experiment with it and so forth, but since, you know, like I was kind of like done what I wanted to talk about, I decided to just do some art, more art. Now, because the reason I kind of really want to do like some just chatting streams, because since I'm a really good like talker myself, I do think, you know, it would be like a nice thing like to kind of like try out and also like add like something new to the plate and everything. Because honestly, we're definitely not doing like any gaming like tonight, because that's not like the fight today. But no, but you know, like, you know, when I do like some art as well, we can also, you know, like talk at the same time. So, you know, it's both like the same thing for me. Love that. Hell yeah, for sure. I like, you know, to watch, you know, like friends that like have fun in their streams too. You know, it's kind of like a good way like to see them thrive, you know, like, and also like, you know, how you say, having fun, you know, like also like, you know, thriving too. So, you know, it's really great. Makes me happy as well. But yeah, Penguin, what you got going on for like the rest of the day on your Monday? Yeah, because honestly, like when it comes to like Dead by Daylight, I do have to check out like, you know, what they've added there, because I'm sure they probably add like some new updates. Yeah, I love hanging out in the streams for sure. Me too. They're actually, it's kind of like a nice like getaway, like, you know, like from real life and everything. Like it helps you like to kind of like forget about like things, and also like, you know, like just to know, like kind of like enjoy it as well, and you know, like to just, you know, have a good time together. And all that. I was like, I even like doing like those streams like right here is just for like the same purpose as well. Like, like, you know, we can kind of like disconnect like from real life a little bit, because, you know, it can be pretty hard itself. So that's what I want to do, like for the same thing for you guys. And that's the whole idea. Oh yeah, by the way, guys, I do want to tell you all like something that happened like yesterday. Because I will talk about this like in the beginning of the stream. But so like yesterday I went to like went out to see like this new group of friends that I just like met like recently so far. They're part of a Pride organization, and because what they kind of like did is that they kind of like, you know, hosted like a kind of like an event, you know, where people, you know, can like, you know, meet up, you know, gather together, you know, have like drinks, also have like some snacks over there and everything. And what happened is that by the time, you know, like when I arrived so far, you know, I said hello to them and everything, and also like some people, they did had to leave because, you know, they had to be somewhere around the time because they had like other plans, or the one had to like go to work and everything. And by the time, you know, I was getting like settled a little bit, and also like, you know, and said like, you know, like my greetings and everything, one of them like asked me if I wanted like, you know, one of those pies as well, because they had like I think a cherry pie, or maybe it was chocolate. I really couldn't 100% tell which one it was. It was like probably one of the two. And second was actually like a peach pie and all that. And I went for the peach pie because, you know, peach pies are like most delicious thing in the world. And what happened is that by the time, because, you know, what they gave me is it's usually like a plastic like plate and also like fork and everything like that. And by the time, you know, they had me the piece and everything like this, and I tried to sit and also, you know, and grab my bite, apparently when I tried to like, you know, cut actually like the pie, apparently the fork itself actually broke in half. And what happens to the kick in the plate, so that they kind of like flew off of my on my how you say lap and everything like this, and everything just flew on the ground. Like it was like, oh my god, like literally, like, you know, like the plate and the cake, you know, fall on the floor and everything like this, and we were just like all laughing about it. I even like apologized to them about it and everything like this, and they told me like it's okay, like, you know, they will clean after it and not to worry about it too much, and then they just give me like a new plate and another piece, and then I ate it. But yeah, just because of this one fork though, like, you know, things break it, and it just like it flew, like, you know, just like that. It was hilarious. And then what I did like afterwards is that after we like hanged out for like a little bit, I kind of like decided to like to volunteer as well, and also like help them, like, you know, create like the signs, like, you know, for their entrance and everything, because usually that organization, they did got like themselves like a new place right now, and it's actually like much wider and more spacious. And what I did is that I kind of like wrote like the words like "stay real" on it, and it's got like the gender fluid like flag on that, and that's what I created and so forth. And yeah, it was like a lot of fun. It was kind of like really funny about it, because I took you know, like my own time actually, like, to work on it, to the point that it was coming around the time where everyone was beginning to leave. So, you know, I was like very that keen to detail, like, you know, I was like so focused on it, and but luckily I was able to finish it in there for like, I said, there was only like 3 of us left, and then I just left the sign there, and they were gonna hang it on the Friday, because usually they do this kind of like hangouts mainly on Fridays and Sundays and everything, which I do think it's kind of like very nice that there's like something like that like in my town, because like I can actually use like this moment to, you know, go out and just, you know, hang out with people for a little bit. I do think, you know, these kind of things like is very essential, like, you know, for like our mental health and everything, because I do think that, you know, when we're kind of like there's nothing wrong about, like, you know, like you know, being at home and, you know, like to kind of like recharge and have time for yourself and everything like this, because I do think, you know, we also need days like that, but also, you know, it's even important, you know, like to kind of like, you know, go out and talk with people, because so usually when we're constantly at home or like indoors, you know, our mental health goes like a little bit funny. So that's the thing. But yeah, you know, like my Sunday was very fun and everything like that. I wanted to meet up with them, and we hanged out. We ate some like good food and everything, and also, like, you know, I drew some signs for them. It was good. It was great. Like, I even asked them if I could maybe, you know, like help them out, you know, like to put them up, but they said they're gonna leave it on Friday, so it's no problem. So it's all good. And then after that, like, you know, we said our goodbyes, and then I just went home afterwards. All right. Okay. Yeah, so I think for this layer right here, I'm gonna try to draw Jack on it and do like now his line work. But hey guys, how's all of your weekends? The days before. Yeah, as for like my Saturday, like there was not really like much happening so far. You know, I just kind of like took Saturday, you know, just to like chill and have some me time. That's what I did. But on Sunday, I did actually like went out and met up with them. My weekend was solid. I didn't do much, but it was good. Nice. That's like very great though. Yeah, because I also like my Saturday was like the same way as well. That I really didn't do much. I just, you know, just took that day, you know, just had a recharge, just game, things like that. I also did do a little bit of art too, so that's what I've done. I like to do nothing on my weekends. That's fine, no problem at all. It's absolutely good too.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Violet, hello. Surprise to you too. How are you? Hello there. Hey, how's it going? Hope you're great. Hope you're well. So good to see you. Hey, Violet in the house. Now, like, also, like, what I want to mention, like, to you every day as well, like, because I even like to have, like, weekends like that as well, like, myself and everything, like, for, like, from time to time. But also, like, there's, like, other weekends, too, that I usually, like, also like to go out as well. So, that's just, like, more me, though. Because even, like, spending time, like, at home, it also can be pretty good, too. Especially when you need it. Like, to recharge and such. Alright, maybe... How are you, kitty? Yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good in there for like we're just kind of like just chatting right now, and we're also like getting back into like working on more art and everything. Because I did kind of like wanted to like experiment with something new like for today and everything like that. It's just to more do like just chatting streams and everything. Because since I'm a very talkative streamer myself, I want to see where it goes and all that. And it's something that you guys like to see a lot too. I'll definitely be doing more of it and everything. Because everyone tells me that, you know, I'm really good, you know, like with chatting with my community, and also like, you know, like bring up like good conversations and everything, and also like being very talkative. So, you know, I just want to see like where that goes. And yeah, it's just the reason why I kind of decided to do like a bit more art, because apparently because I kind of like, you know, ran out of things I just kind of like, you know, want to talk about like in the beginning of the stream. So I decided, you know, like just to like, you know, do some art and everything. But yeah, just it's kind of like today a bit of like an experiment. I want to see like, you know, how it works, where it goes, and if it's actually something that you like guys like to see. We'll definitely do more of it. I'm fine. Nice, I'm glad. I see. Nice, and you are hell yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. So are you, Violet. So are you. You are amazing. Okay. All right, I think that's what I'm gonna really do is I'm gonna just take this one out, because I do feel like if I add like this layer over there, it does get like a little bit distracting in my opinion. So I'm gonna do it. Oh hell yeah. That's what I like to do. I love doing what I'm doing. All right, I think I do need to lower this down a little bit, because I do think it's because I do think, you know, for like his hair, I do need to have like thinner strokes. How's the comic going? Yeah, it's going pretty fine. I'm already like working right now like on the second scene, like right here, and this is actually like the first scene. Like this part, I pretty technically it's already done. Probably like I will maybe add like some extra details on this, like, you know, when it's like really necessary or when it's needed. But I pretty much like finished like this part of the moment, and right now I'm trying to finish up like the second one right here. Is where the part where Jack was after like he left like the venue, like, and he was not be able to like see that mystery girl again that he met. Because I went through something like that even like in real life, because there's this one girl I met at the concert, and you know, like we had like a good time, we got to know each other, and it was a blast so far. But by the time, you know, where we all left the venue and everything like this, like to go outside, I was never be able to see her again and everything like this. So I'm pretty much, you know, like recreating like the experience I had like in person, like right here in this comic, and that's what I'm doing. Oh, I like it. Thanks. Appreciate it. Yeah, because honestly, like, you know, like creating comics, like, I do want to do more of that, because I pretty much I want to use these, like, these OCs I'm creating, you know, and turn them into, like, into a comic story. And that's what I want to do. But even though, like, me and that girl, like, we, unfortunately, we couldn't like make things like, you know, like work out, you know, like as intended and everything. Like, it's, you know, like one thing I'm so kind of like really proud of that I did during that moment is that I actually took the time to like to walk up to someone and actually like, you know, like conversate with them, because to kind of be very honest with you guys, I'm not really like the best, you know, when it comes to like, you know, like approaching girls and everything like that, because that's something, you know, that I'm not really good at it myself and everything. And I feel like, you know, even just doing that itself, I feel like I achieved something, you know, pretty good. Because sometimes, you know, like when I try to approach someone, I don't know how things are going to play out and so forth, and how they're going to like really respond to you. And this is why I was a little bit nervous myself. But the reason why I approached her, because to be very frank, was she did look very alone, and also because she looked even like very sad as well. And, you know, and when I saw her like sitting there, like, you know, I had like this urge that, you know, to go start a conversation with her, because, you know, I felt like I just really couldn't leave her like that. And that's why, you know, I went to talk to her for that reason. Hell yeah, for sure. And honestly, to be very frank, I'm very glad I did that and everything like that, because at least, you know, I took the opportunity, I tried, even though like it didn't work so far. And usually sometimes, you know, like with things like that, it's always better like to try and not working out than not trying at all and everything. Yeah, living good, you know, like with what is you know, like later like you know, later in life. And actually I did that, and I'm very proud of it. Even though like me and her, we're eventually not unfortunately not really gonna be able to talk anymore. I still hope she's fine, I still hope she's okay and everything, and I still wish her the best. All right. Like, yeah, sure, like I may be bringing up the subject like a lot so far, but I will say honest for sure that you know, like it's one of these experiences that I feel like it really did stay with me compared, like, you know, to anything else. And that's why, you know, like this thing like really mattered to me. Because, you know, it's like, it was one of these kind of like people that, you know, like, the reason, like, you know, you wanted to like stay in touch with them and also like get to know them a little bit more because, you know, like they were like really different, like very unique and all this stuff. And unfortunately, you were not going to be able to see them again. So it was one of those kinds of like, you know, moments that I had and so forth. And this is why, you know, it really stuck with me for that reason. Yep. Oh, guys. My lips burning here. I got a canker sore. Hurts like a bitch. All right. There we go. Now draw his hair. Yeah, because I know Jack, he does have like a bit longish hair over here. Because honestly, this is kind of like taking place, I think, like around like 6 years before like the events of like the main storyline that were like the usually like that sort of take place in. Because this has kind of been like, you know, like many years before like the main story. So I'm gonna lurk now because food, and we'll watch you draw. Oh, I appreciate that. No worries, Violet. You do your thing and enjoy your food. And also, thank you so much for the lurk, and I really appreciate you for dropping in. It really means a lot. I am gonna give you like another shout out. There you go. For you. Hey, hearts to you too as well, Violet. I really love you so much. Thank you, thank you. Heck yeah. Yes. But yeah, you take care, Violet. Have a good rest of your evening and or like, you know, afternoon, morning, whatever time it is on your end and so forth. But I hope you enjoy it. And we'll catch up again soon. Peace out. Love ya. You're beautiful. All right. There we go. Another one. All right. No, I guess it's okay. I guess it's okay for now. But yeah, chat, I have a question for like all of you right here though. Has something like that ever like happened to you that you met like this kind of like one person that kind of like really meant a lot to you and stuff like this, but unfortunately you were never able to see them again? Like has something like that ever happened to you guys here in chat? Like it's like this one person that, you know, like they were like, you know, really different, very unique to you, but unfortunately you were never able like to hear or see them again. Yeah, similar for sure. Yeah, I imagine. No, definitely for me it was definitely like that experience like right here with this girl I met like at the concert, stuff like this, because you know, like she kind of like stood out for me and everything, and unfortunately like, you know, after the gig I was never eventually going to be able to see her again. Like I know there's like the social media and everything like that, but apparently like that didn't work out either. But I would say if it's meant to be, it's meant to be. And I still hope, you know, that they're doing fine, and wish the best for them. All right, sorry, I gotta take care of their eyes a little bit because it does look a little off. Yeah, because like even though like if it's like, you know, something like this like has happened so far, I'm not gonna, you know, like be like very like, you know, miserable about it so forth. Like don't get me wrong, you know, like when that like moment occurred, like I did got, you know, like really depressed about it so forth, and you know, like I was kind of like a bit like devastated, but after a while, like I know I just came to, you know, accept the fact that, you know, like some things, you know, it really wasn't meant to be and everything. And also like I do feel like it kind of like even helps you like to kind of like understand like, you know, where you stand in like in this situation. And I think like after that I just kind of like learned to accept it. But surely it was definitely like an experience. Ooh, yeah. No, because even though like I had like one of my friends told me as well that probably, you know, like for the future, like I should maybe, you know, go try to get like their contact information and stuff like that. But I was actually gonna really do that, to be very honest. But unfortunately, the reason I didn't, because we got lost in the crowd, and then after, you know, we all walked out and everything, because I just know I saw her nowhere inside, and this is why, you know, I didn't do it, because I was kind of thinking like that where after we all walked down so forth, I was gonna try to talk to her, and then we were gonna exchange like contact info from there. So this is the way I want to go about it, but eventually, you know, things took a different turn than expected, and this is why, you know, it didn't happen for that reason. That's the thing. Yeah, it gets easier. I agree. It really does. Like, it may be like a painful at the beginning, but then like over time, you know, like you just kind of like more like learn to accept it. As where I kind of am at. All right. I think this one I will try to do this. Yeah, because I do want to make the lines like a little more narrower, because that's what I want. All right. There we go. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to lurk. I want to make myself some food before showering and stuff. Yeah, no worries, Irritated. Go do your thing. Thank you so much for lurking. I really appreciate you for dropping by, buddy. It's very amazing of you. I do actually want to give you like another shout out. Because I want to. There you go. But enjoy the food, Irritated, and also like, you know, enjoy the shower as well. And have a good rest of your day. You take good care, and we'll catch you around again soon. Oh, I appreciate that, friend. You too. Very appreciate you, you know, for being here. Means the world to me. You're the best thing in the world. I love you so much. All right, take care, buddy. I'll see you soon. Bye-bye. I'll try to be back after all of my stuff if you're so on. Yeah, no worries, man. You do your thing. No pressure. It's all good. Like, even though just having, like, you know, the stream on in the background, like, it's still, like, mean the world to me and everything like that. So definitely, like, you know, if you cannot, like, come back on, that's totally fine. No worries. I know you guys, you know, you're all humans, like, you know, with lives outside of Twitch, so it's totally okay. It's all good. I will understand. But you do your thing, buddy. You do you. Yeah, usually, like, if you're wondering how long I'm gonna probably be, is, or like another, like, hour or so, and all that, or another 2 hours. I'll see how I'm feeling. But, in the meantime, we'll still go on with our, like, art piece. And that's what I'm gonna be thinking about at the moment. But yeah, see you, buddy. See you soon. But of course, like, there was like even like another thing I just kind of want to clarify right here, because, you know, the reason I didn't really, like, you know, want to keep like connected with her is because, you know, like, I kind of want to start like a relationship with her. It's like, it was like kind of like not really like in that any she performed and all that stuff, because I did kind of like first like kind of wanted to start out like, you know, with her as friends and everything like that, because, you know, I do think, you know, like when you just get acquainted with someone, it's also important, you know, to start small with them before, you know, you kind of like, you know, go further with it and everything. Because the reason I just kind of like, you know, want to stay in touch with her, because, you know, like, I do feel, you know, she was like a really cool person. I had fun with her and so forth, and that's the reason I wanted to, you know, exchange like contact info, but unfortunately it didn't work out. And, you know, even though, like, you know, I found them again and tried to connect with them, that didn't work either. So that's the thing. Because honestly, like, again, like with me, like with relationships, as I mentioned that like in the previous streams, that it's one of these kind of things that, you know, I don't really like, you know, put my mind into as much, because I feel like, you know, I just allow it like to happen, you know, like in the right moment and everything. Because I usually am one of these kinds, you know, with relationships, a lot of these things that happen like naturally, and I don't really like force it, because, you know, like everybody's telling me to find like a girlfriend and all that stuff. It's like I'm one of those kinds that I don't really, you know, think about as much to put into words. Like, as I mentioned again, the reason I wanted to get in touch with them is just more because, you know, I just wanted to, you know, keep in contact with them and everything like this, because they were great. Because definitely, like, relationship-wise, I was not really gonna aim for that at all, and everything, because, you know, because we just met. And also, like, even with your relationships in general, like, it's one of these things that you should not, like, jump too quickly, because I know, like, these things don't always end as well and all that. And also, because there's even been, like, a lot of, like, instances as well, like, you know, when someone, like, falls in love a bit too fast, they ended up, like, in a toxic relationship and all that stuff, and usually it's very unfortunate. So I know that happens, like, very commonly with a lot of people. All right. There we go. Now here. There we are. All right, I did facial features. Now I'm gonna just do this. Show his jaw, the chin now. And we're doing this. I could actually maybe try to draw his ear over here though. Hold on. I'll try to maybe draw this. And then erase that part. Or it's not really needed. Maybe I could maybe change something up a little bit. Let's go. All right, now let's draw this. This is good. Very good. Yeah, because as for like the ear part, like it was not something that I thought about, because I feel like, you know, his ears were going to be covered by his hair, but it turns out that, yeah, it's completely different angle, so I might as well put it. All right. However, I think for his eyes, I may have to position them a little bit different. Maybe this, I could maybe put this one a little lower. There we go. Yeah, I think this is fine. This is fine. Because I do feel like I want to do, like, it was kind of like a little bit tilted, so this is why I wanted to do that, for that matter. All right, let me do this now. There we go. No, actually, that looks a little bit off. Maybe this way is a little better. Yeah, okay, that seems fine. That seems fine. That seems alright. And maybe as well, I want to do another thing. I may want to put his head a little bit lower, because I do think his neck is a bit too long. If I leave it like that. Yeah, it actually, this way looks fine. That looks absolutely fine. Yeah, it's not something when I usually like draw like characters. After a while, I do move their heads like a little bit lower, because I realize that their neck is kind of like a little bit too long. So that's what I normally do. All right. Well, okay, that looks good. That looks very good. Okay. There we go. Now we do this. And at that one, there we go. Let's go this way too. That is the right way. That's the way how we do it. All right. Alrighty. Nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, also I gotta draw the pins too. Yeah. Yeah, so technically, like these two right here is gonna be like a copy paste and everything like that, so it won't be like too hard. This, I think, the only difference is just like the body position, and that's it. we go. No, it's not it. Hold on. All right. Oh wait, guys, hold on. I think something happened. Wait. Yeah, because I think like that giveaway like pin message probably like went off on its own because I think I may have forgotten like to the just like the option where you can pretty much like, you know, remove it like manually or when the stream ends. Because I think I said it was gonna be up for like 20 minutes and I think that's why it went off. So my apologies. But yeah, guys, just let you all know that I am kind of like hosting a giveaway right now where you can actually win the poster of the first Fast and Furious movie for me. So because since I have like a spare one right now like going around, so yeah, I will give you guys like, you know, the opportunity like also like to win it from me and everything like that. Another thing you gotta really do though, that first you gotta be like a follower on my channel for just like a week. And then once you know, like that's done and everything like that, you just have to like redeem like giveaway on the channel points and then you're in. So then you could actually have the opportunity to win it. Okay. Let's go with the flow. Let's go with the flow. Yeah, eventually I'm gonna probably do that once I finish like working on Jack though, and put like 2 question marks above him. Because you know, to show like, you know, like the expression that he's been like, you know, going through while he lost her. Right. Oh yeah, actually I gotta draw like also like the part for the checkers too. I kinda forgot about it. Hold on. Here we are. There we go. Alley-oop. And also gotta draw like the lines like vertically right now. Let's do that. One done. Second one done. Third one. All the way up. And then the rest is fine. Good from there. All right. Yeah, I think I can actually draw this one. Let's give it that go. Up we go. The shirt, I'm gonna draw this. Here we are. There we go. All the way down. And then another one here. Oh, no. Hold on. Wrong one. Yeah. Okay, now I can even draw a shirt now. Right here. There we go. Okay. So far, so good. Now I'm gonna go for the skull. Over there. Over here. Skull one over there. Our eye over here. And draw the nose. Let's see. Okay. Gonna draw that too. Perfect. It's good. Okay. There. Over there. So I could maybe make it a little bit thicker. Just a tiny bit. Not too much. I'm gonna draw like his biceps over here. I actually gotta say like the biceps over here is like not too bad. Looks pretty right. Because sometimes, you know, like usually when I draw like arms, like they can like a little bit look a bit out of place. So usually I do take like some extra time to be sure that, you know, they look as precise as they should be. It's one of the things that I'm doing at this moment. All right. Erase all of this. Even my microphone's even shaking as well. Crazy. All right. All right. There we go. This way. There we go. Actually, maybe let me do something. Maybe this will look a little bit better. Yeah, I think this will look a little bit better. Or do it like that. Okay, let's go. Let's do this one. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna also like hide this one too, so I can actually do a better focus on it. Yep. Alley-oop. Let's go here. No, this one I think I gotta make it a little bit lower because it does look a little off. Yeah, I think it looks a little more right. We'll keep it like that. Keep it this way. No problem. Oh yeah, actually I could do one more thing. Add this extra detail because I already added like in the first scene. Is to draw like the buttons. One, two, three, four, five. Okay, so there's 5 of them. One. Wait, let me just check the position one more time. Okay. So maybe I could draw it maybe like around here. It's good for me. 2, 3. 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, there we go. Oh, there we go. Another one. There we are. A second. Okay. Another detail complete. And this one, I think I could draw like, you know, like, with the marker right here, what color white for the patches. All right, I do think this one it does a little closer, so it's not really like in between. You guys know what I mean? There we go. All right. So yeah, I guess this is it. Okay, this one I can. Do I? Yeah, okay, this one I can actually hide it right now. I don't really need it anymore. Okay, I think right now we can start the coloring. So let's begin. I do want to do one thing, however, I better turn this off because I could get the like accurate colors for it. Ooh, hold on, guys. Seems like I forgot to do one thing, is to set this to color, or else it won't work. Okay, took care of it. Okay, now it's fine. Yeah, because usually when it comes with like expression colors, you have to set to color, because if it's a monochrome, it won't really do its thing. All right, another one. Work on those. Now we put on the shirt. There we go. And I think what I can also, like, since I'm using the color white, I can also use it on the checkers too. I like it on his in his sleeves. All right. Actually, I want to do this. Perfection. Let's see which is the right one. All right. Right. So it starts like here. There. Okay. I think I know. Now for this, here. There. This. Okay. I got all the white colors right now. Also the pin as well. And yeah, I guess that's it for all the whites. Yeah, also I forgot his eyes too, but it's okay. We'll come to that very soon. Now for his eyes. Let's not forget about that. He also have the white color. Oh, yeah, also his teeth. My god. Turns out. Also the skull too. My god. Turns out I'm worse than expected, but it's okay. We don't judge here. What I care about is having fun. Nothing more. There we go. Or yeah, do black. This, the pins. I think only this one needs to be black. Bingo, perfect. I think even the pants can be black too. No problem. Okay, let's go. Bingo. Got it. Oh, that too. Actually, I want to add like another... There's one thing I need to do here. This one. Add this right there. Okay. There we go. I was gonna say I kind of like the song right here. Sounds really cool. Oh, actually, I do need to fix something. Hold on. There's something I need to also like work on. No, actually, we could do it like that. It's fine. I could do it this way. It's okay. Alright, for this, I'm gonna make it black. Like this part right here. Oh, actually, wrong layer. Hold on. And the second one down there. Okay. Give me a minute. Let's put it all the way down. Erase this. And now let's put some colors on it in the back. That's patch right here. I'm gonna try to draw this myself. Right there. I think... How do we did this? Okay, so we did it as an upper accessory. Okay, we have to draw like that then. Okay, that's fine. Oh yeah, another thing too. Okay, so extra details. I think I got an idea. Let me just try to do it this way. Make it like this, and then I'm gonna put it right there. The lower parts. Oh, no, 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 no. Maybe they need thinner strokes. Hold on. This will be a little bit better. Here we are. Add them up. So far, so good. There we go. Yeah, that's fine. This is totally fine. Let's put this right there. Okay, here. There. Let's go. Now I'm gonna put that up there. I'm also gonna cut the upper parts. All right. This is all taken care of. Now we're here. This line. Oh yeah, I gotta add the tongue too. Kind of forgot about it. Let me put this in. Also, I want to create like another stroke for him. All the way in the back. And increase its... make this black. Then I'm going to add like the white color later on. Maybe not too thick. So I think the other one I want to make it white. And that's the whole idea of it. Perfect. Yep. Yeah, I think this is good. That's fine. Oh yeah. Now for the patches. Let's work on them. Country rocks, okay. Let's see. Okay. All right, that should be easy. All right. There we go. With this, I do need to... Okay, there we are. And I gotta put the R and the Y. That'll be fine. Okay. Okay, there we go. Country rocks. All right. That should be easy peasy. Right now we add an RC here. There we go. They got the K and the S, and then this won't be done. K and the S, okay. And the S here. There we go. That is done. I do want to actually move it a little bit. Okay, done. So that does it. Now I gotta draw this one, which will be very, very easy. All right. Better idea. Yeah, I think this will be okay. This is okay. Totally okay. I just gotta move it a little bit though. Let me just take care of it. Because I gotta spray it now. So let me also look after it. Spray time. Spray it. Spraying it. Take care. Oh crap! No, that's not what I want. No. No. That's not what I want. All right. Yeah, I'll put this. Now I gotta put the colors like the buttons now. Oh yeah, now also the strokes are thinning out, which is actually a lot better. Because honestly, when they're a bit too thick, they do look a little off. I'm just gonna mention that right there. But it's all okay. I took care of it. There is nothing to fear about right now. Oh, hold on. I did something wrong. Okay. Good. Good. All right. Oh, I could also even draw the pins too. I'll just color the first two right now. Work on this. Oh yeah, I forgot to also select that one that was ugly, because I want to put the gray one. I wanted to do that. Guys, I hope my tongue is not kind of going to be hurting too, because I already got like a canker sore in my mouth, but now I feel like even like my tongue may have it too, which that's very fortunate for me. For me. Canker sores hurt like ass. All right, now second. Actually, to be honest, you know what? I'm gonna make that one black. Take care of those two. This one's gonna be here. That one here. And the other two, I already took care of it earlier, so there's really like no need. But I think I want to see something. Hold on. Let me just double check. Oh, hi, Davey. Hey, how are you, buddy? So good to see you. Yeah, I'm doing fine in there. I guess I'm kind of like we're trying to finish like this comic right now that I've been working on for like a little while. Like in the previous stream, we had been finishing up like the scene like right here, which is actually the first one, and the second scene is currently like in progress, which I am trying to like finish it. And also like even like earlier, like in the beginning of the stream, we were like, you know, just chatting like a lot in there for like this, and I kind of wanted to experiment like something new in the channel there for like this, where I do like just chatting streams and to see where that one goes. Because the reason I wanted to really try that, because since I'm like a very talkative person like myself and everything, and I really enjoy hanging out, interacting with you guys, I wanted to kind of like try it out, and then, you know, like see like, you know, where it goes from there. And if it's something that you guys like to see a lot, I could do more of it. The reason we decided to actually kind of like do like art again, because apparently I did kind of in a way like run out of ideas, like, you know, like to discuss and talk about, like, you know, in the beginning of the stream. So I decided, you know, like to do some art. So I guess, you know, we can still like, you know, like do something meanwhile I still like interact with you guys here. So that's the whole thing. Good, man. Good to hear. Hell yeah. However, I do have that canker sore like right here in my mouth, so I will admit I'm kind of like a little bit in pain because of that reason. But other than that, I'm doing fine. It's looking good, man. Love the work. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay. Nice, man. Hell yeah. For sure. Wait, what you got going on lately, Davey? On your end? How was your weekend? And also, like, whenever you get a chance, say hi to Dean for me. And all that. Because Dean is really awesome. But yeah, because what I'm currently, like, drawing, like, right here is that, because it is kind of like a comic that's happening, like, in Jack's perspective, which had happened, like, a couple of years ago, where he met this, like, one girl at the concert that he just met, and he got to know her, and they had a good time together. But unfortunately, once, like, you know, everyone leaves an airfield like this, and he tried to, like, left as well, she was nowhere to be seen, like, ever again, which... Something like that did happen to me, like, did happen, like, you know, to me, like, in real life and everything like that, and I kind of wanted to, like, recreate, like, the experience, like, right here, as a kind of, like, a good way to kind of express myself. So, it's happening, like, on Jack's perspective, everything like that. It's even, like, current, like, years before he met, like, Veronica, which is, like, his girlfriend and everything. So, it's kind of happened, like, in that kind of, like, time period. But as for, like, this experience, like, however, it has happened to me, like, last month. So, but I do want to, you know, like, recreate, like, you know, what I kind of, like, went through, and I want to put it, like, right here, because I did met a girl, like, on the way on the concert and everything, and, we kind of, like, got to know each other, we had a good time and everything like that, and it was, like, a blast overall, but unfortunately, like, I didn't get the chance, you know, to exchange, like, contact info, because, you know, we got lost to each other in the crowds, and after I walked out, I was never able to see her again, so, and that's the thing. I will hop. I'm in the next room. Oh, okay, sure, no problem. Sounds good. Hell yeah, because since I know you guys live together, so forth, like, it's definitely they're gonna be very easy. But I appreciate that. I'm doing good, just working a lot, and when I'm home, a lot of racing. Ah, nice. Like, what kind of, like, racing games are you playing, like, right now, Davey? At the moment, not streaming because tired, etc. But maybe in January I will start again. Yeah, no worries, man. Yeah, because apparently, like, with life and everything like this, it can take, like, a lot of energy, like, out of you, which I totally understand. You know that, and also especially like with the kind of work like you do as well, that's it does, you know, it is like, you know, it takes like a lot of your time and also your energy as well, and everything like this, which it does make it like very difficult, like, for you to find like the time schedule to stream again. But I do hope, like, later in January you'll be able to, you know, like, do these things, you know, that you like, and that you will, you know, get time, you know, like, to do things that you like doing and much more. Because I know, like, life gets in the way, and fortunately, you know, when the things like that happen, it does, you know, take our, like, time away, you know, to do things that we also like doing too, which is, like, content creation. So, I get you. Learn Ultimate iRacing and the many others. Nice! Yeah, indeed. I agree. Absolutely, buddy. Which does happen to, like, to many of us. But, what else I want to say? I remember, like, there was, like, one time, like, earlier this year, like, I haven't streamed, like, for, like, a month, but the reason for that, because unfortunately, like, my my older motherboard, like, broke down for, like, a Windows update, which is why, I haven't streamed for, like, a month for that reason. So technically I had to get, like, a new motherboard in order for me to, you know, to, like, stream again, and also, like, you know, to use my PC again, or everything like that, because unfortunately there was a Windows 10 update that Microsoft released, and unfortunately it broke a lot of people's, like, computers, including mine. So it was why I kind of went in a little hiatus because of that reason. But I'm here. I'm back, and my motherboard's working just as fine and everything, and I got a new one. Yeah, I understand that. Yeah, for sure. Now that, you know, like, tech issues, you know, like, can definitely, you know, like, occur to us, like, once in a while and everything. But luckily, you know, during that moment, I was able to, like, you know, to learn how to put, like, a whole computer, like, you know, together, and also install, like, a Windows 11. So, you know, it was a very good process, and I do think, you know, like, well, it's kind of, like, good for me that it helps you, like, to understand, like, PC building a lot better. So now, right now, I could actually learn to build the computers from scratch and everything like that. And also, like, Yordi, he did kind of, like, help me out with it, like, with some parts, and then everything else I kind of learned by myself. And actually, like, thanks to that, like, my computer, like, right now is, like, up and running because thanks to me. So it's all by myself. It's actually, like, a really big achievement, and I'm very happy I did. I thought my PC was a lot going on down with that update, but it survived. Ah, yeah, that's really good. I'm kind of glad your computer survived, Davey, because I know, like, with some people, when they got this update, something didn't end, like, very fortunate enough that apparently, you know, like, their computer, you know, kind of, like, died to them because of it. It was, like, really sad, because I also, like, especially, like, computers, like, you know, they're really expensive. And even, like, PC building in general, like, it is a very expensive hobby, because, you know, some computer parts, like, they're really pricey on their own. There's even like a whole thing like going on right now, like especially with the RAM, that like the prices have started like skyrocketing, because I heard like companies that kind of like want to start like relying on AI for like the RAM sticks. Unfortunately, this is why they're getting a lot more expensive because of that. And I know like a lot of people are not happy with it, because they, you know, like it's a RAM, most of the time they're like pretty affordable, like for the most part. But now, like, you know, with companies wanting to use AI on those RAM sticks, they're just get like way more expensive. And also because I think there's a bit of like shortage on them, which like it's pretty crazy. Because I know like even like PC parts are starting to become even like more cooked, which is like very unfortunate. Because I think like the last time like we had like something like this was like during like the crypto mining like fiasco that happened like during like the COVID days, where like when there's a whole like this whole like crypto like mining like going on, and even like the GPU parts were getting like really expensive because of that. Because many crypto miners would actually pretty much use like crypto to get like those GPUs that they would charge them like for a really ridiculous amount of prices, which were like really insane and wasn't really good. But lucky during around that time, I had a friend that sent me like a 1650 like for free and everything like that. It was actually ADHD. Thank you so much for that, my guy. I really appreciate you for that, and I still, you know, thank you for it. And yeah, he goes. Luckily with my case, though, I had a friend that sent me like a GPU for free because it wasn't like being used anymore, and I was able to use it on my rig for like about 2 years until I got my 3060. I mean, it's nice. It's a nice feature, but they don't need to focus on that completely. Yeah, exactly. You got a point, Davey. Yeah. Also, like I know, like many people they're not really a big fan of like that whole AI stuff, which I can understand. Like I do think like some things like with AI, it can have like, you know, like good intent in there for like this, and also like there's like some parts that is actually not as bad, but usually for like some instances, yeah, I could see that, you know, how it could be a problem for some people. Oh damn, yeah, indeed. Like for example, like with AI, like I'm totally fine with it if people are going to use it, you know, like, just like experiment with ideas and everything like that, which I'm totally okay with this. But I can see I can also pose a problem for like the job market, because I know like there's like some jobs out there they're getting replaced with AI, and a lot of people are losing their jobs because of it, which is causing a lot of like those layoffs like with the bigger companies, which it really sucks, because definitely, you know, like when people get laid off, they don't have, you know, like a stable income, you know, like to kind of like, you know, support like their families, like their food, and also like, you know, the rent even, you know, like it honestly, like, you know, when you get like go from a company and so forth and you have like like bills to pay and also the rent, you know, it's a really scary situation than it looks. I have a smooth motion on with AI, and that's good. Makes the game a little bit smoother. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, because I know like even with Nvidia as well, they have like some like AI features, like especially like the DLSS and everything, and also like with some like graphical features where it makes the game like look a lot more smoother. That usually when you turn it on, like you don't notice like too much of a difference, but your frame rates like could go up like a lot more and everything, which it makes the game like run a lot better and everything, which I do think that's actually very nice, because I know like some of the AMD GPUs, they don't really have that, but I know like Nvidia has them and everything, because I know like AMD has like some like decent GPUs out there, but when it comes to me with AMD GPUs, I don't know too much about it. Like I know like a few of them here and there, but not a whole lot. When it comes to Nvidia, however, I have better knowledge with them. Nvidia, indeed, I have. Yeah, me too, Davey. I also have Nvidia. Yeah, I have a 3060 right now. As for like upgrading GPUs, I don't have like any plans for it at the moment, because with my PC like right now with all the specs it has, like it's doing like absolutely fine. Like I don't have like any need to like no, sorry, I felt like I heard like a knocking or something, so because I felt like someone was looking at the door, but maybe it was something else. But yeah, what I was saying is that usually like with me upgrading PC parts, I don't have like anything in mind at the moment. I know there's like water cooling that I can also do as well, because I know like my case supports it, but other than that, my computer's just like absolutely fine, and I don't really need to like upgrade like anything at the moment and all that. You know what I actually need to do though? I do actually need to like, you know, clean my headset, and also like, you know, probably get something like a zipper so forth to help like, you know, cover like the upper parts and everything, because apparently, yeah, like the cushion I have right here, this kind of like falling apart a little bit, and I do have to like, you know, resolve that. The reason I haven't done it yet, because apparently I haven't really finding the time, because I know I could probably get like new cushions and everything, because there is that option, but I definitely want to get the zipper for the above my headset, because my headset can look like a little bit more decent and everything. Now me, I have 4080, nice, and AMD Ryzen 7700, nice. That's really cool. Yeah, as for the GPU, I have a 3060, the 12 gig version, and as for the CPU, I have Ryzen 7 5700X. So that's what I have, and I've been using that CPU for like about almost 3 years. And it's also even like even until now, like it's still doing like really good. So that's why I don't have any need for upgrading. But however, if I'm ever gonna actually like upgrade my CPU, I might have to get a new motherboard, and I might have to go with AM5 because I still have AM4. Because I know like AM5 is like kind of like the new thing right now, and but I know like the AM4 is still like doing okay for me. So I don't really like need to change that at the moment. Especially when you have to like get a new motherboard, you also have to get a new CPU, new RAM, and everything. So it's going to be a bit like more cost effective. Oh yeah, I see your specs. Yeah, exactly. And also what you could even like do, Davey, that if you type like exclamation mark specs, you can also see like my specs in more detail. There you go. See, that's currently like what I'm using right now. Oh crap, actually guys, there's actually one detail I forgot to update is actually the case, because it still has like my old case on the list and everything, and I'm not using that anymore. So definitely there's like some parts here I still gotta fix, and my apologies on it. Because I do thought like I already like put it over there, but it turns out I was wrong. It's actually not, I'm not using that anymore. I just realized. Oh nice, no worries. Yeah, but that's definitely something I can always update like later on. Again, it's like it's no pressure, no rush. So it's only like this just in case I have to update, and then everything else like I think it's no, actually even like the fan as well. I think the fan also have to update it, but I digress. It's no big deal. But yeah, so yeah, as for like PC parts, I'm pretty much like okay at the moment there, because like again there's like the water cooling option that I could do, but again I'm not really, it's not like a priority right now. It's more like a nice to have. But definitely, I think what I really want to do though, that I want to probably get like a new headset, so and get like a wireless one, because like it's like in improve the cable management on my setup, so there could be like less cables. Because I know I want to get like a wireless headset for like a while for like one reason. It's like this, I don't have like like these kind of like wires like tangling around like on my desk and all that, and I do know it can get like a little bit annoying. So I kind of want to reduce it a little bit, and that's why I want to go for it. But as for like those right here, I definitely need to get like probably new cushions, and also like get like the zipper for the upper part and everything like that, because honestly, because themselves, they're becoming like to fall off as well, and or become like more worn off. So I do think maybe a new one would be better. Yeah, that's better. I have just a new one from Razer. Nice, wireless. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. Yeah, I also have Razer as well. I have the Kraken one, so that's what I use. Black Shark V3 Pro. Nice. That's awesome. That's really awesome. Yeah, I do have like a Razer Kraken headset to it. I just don't remember the name of it. I totally forgot about that. I have actually the box like in my shelf over there, like in my room, so I could maybe go check like very quickly, and then I'll let you know. So be right back. Just a few seconds, and I'll be right there with you, buddy. Hold on. I will go tell you which one it is. All right, Davey, so to answer like your questionnaire for like that, I have the X-Lite Kraken. That's what I have. So yeah, so the model I have of my headset is like the Razer Kraken X-Lite. That's what I own. Yes. Yeah, so I don't have like I think the Pro Lite and everything. It's like that's not what I own, is the X-Lite and everything, because I think I got this like a few years ago actually, so it's a little bit more recent. I also like my webcam is even like is also a Razer, and it's the Kaio X, and I got this I think like 2 years ago. Nice. Hell yeah. For sure. I remember like with my Razer Kaio, like I used to have like a lot of like technical issues with it, like when I started like my Windows 10 and everything, because now I have like Windows 11. I remember like each time like I tried to like plug it in or turn on like the lamp on my desk, like it would glitch out like really badly. But now since I've upgraded like to Windows 11 and everything like this, and now I keep update my drivers like more consistently, like the issues are gone. So I don't have that experience anymore. I have this the same also Cairo. Ah, nice. Oh yeah, because I call it Kaio, but it's actually Cairo. Actually, thanks for that, Davey, because sometimes me with names. Oh my god, I'm not the best at it. But yeah, like I have the like Razer, like the headset, and also the webcam is Razer and everything. And as for like my keyboard, it's MSI, and as for my mouse, it's Logitech, and that's what I have. As for my tablet, it's a Wacom. And everything. Those are actually all the brands I use. Oh yeah, as for like the microphone stand, it's actually like a GX Trust and everything, which is actually like a more like a budget-friendly like gaming company that makes like, you know, like accessories like for gaming, you know, like the stands, the headsets, microphones as well. Like pretty much are like the more like the budget ones here in Italy, and that's what they are. Because I think the Sin one, my sister got it for me for my birthday and everything, and I still use it until now. And it also has like RGB lights on it too, which is like really cool. By the way, Davey, I have a question for you. When it comes to like PC setups or like, you know, accessories in general, like are you more into like RGB or non-RGB? Like what's like your preference on it? Okay, yeah, I have everything from Razer because it helps with the Razer types. Ah, yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Yeah, when you usually have like the right like brand and everything like this, it can help you like you use the apps like a lot easier this way, and also like it'll be like more well synchronized. I'll be very honest, like when it comes to like the Razer apps, I don't really use them because last time I tried, they just didn't work. It's, you know, it's a little weird for me. I have RGB I like, but not too much. I mean, that makes sense and so forth. Like I do think like RGBs, it can be like nice. For like aesthetic reasons, but I don't like way too much of it because I think that, you know, too much of it's not that necessary, especially like, you know, with the RAM RGBs. I do know they do eat like way more resources out of your computer, and especially like the power supply, which is why I don't really buy like RGB RAM sticks for that matter, because I know like even like RGB, they do take like, you know, extra like wattage, you know, out of your computer too. So it was why, like, you know, it's nice to have it like a little bit here there, but not too excessively, if you know what I mean. So that's the way I am with it, all that. Yeah, because I know like some people like they like RGBs are more into like non-RGBs, so I definitely think that's more of a personal preference. Like I'm more the kind that I can have like bits of it, but not too excessively. So that's more like my part on it. True, exactly, for sure. Oh yeah, also like for us from a microphone, it's HyperX, and even like the new microphone I think about getting not microphone, I mean headset, because microphone I just bought it recently and is a huge. Massive upgrade compared to what I had before, but what I mean that as per the headset is also I think about getting HyperX too and everything like that. Yeah, I just said microphone, I want to say headset. So sorry guys, me with words, I'm just like perfect at it. So, you know, I said something when I was meant to say something else. You know, this is the start of my life. This is the way I am. But yeah, no, as for like headset, I'm also going to think about going for HyperX myself. And also I found one at a really good price on Amazon. It's only like about 40 bucks, so it's actually nothing at all. So it's definitely like rich, because I know some wireless headsets, they can be really expensive. They could go like between like 70 to 100 bucks, which is like pretty insane. And all that. But honestly, like when it comes to like your headset, like David, what made you decide to go like wireless? But weird, it doesn't work on the app. Have you registered and update the product driver? I think I did register it and may have added the driver on it, but because of like updating the driver, however, I don't think I did, because I really wasn't using it that much, so I don't think like updating it was very necessary. But I think I may have registered it, but as for like updating the product driver, I don't think I've done, because again, I wasn't really using it that much, and I haven't touched it for like a long time. I don't think I have it with me right now, because wait, actually I can double check. Hold on, give me a second. Just 1 second. No, I don't. I don't have it. Cables indeed, especially with the racing, I have a lot of space now. Oh yeah, it's really good. Yeah, honestly, like, you know, when you get rid of like more cables, that it makes like, you know, like the setup a bit more spacious. Like it's a big plus and a huge bonus on its own. But yeah, so for your like input, like Davey, I haven't installed it. I don't think I have the Razer drivers on this one, because I have Windows 11, and I think I had like the Razer drivers when I had Windows 10. So that's the thing. But what's one thing that you like about like the Razer brands on their own, Davey? Oh, okay, yep, for sure. Now, actually, I think when it comes to like Razer for me though, that I do think they do like a fine job and everything like that. But you know, there is that about it, because I've heard like, you know, a lot of things about them, and I really want to know, give them a shot, and they do like a fine job for me. Oh, Durst, hey, my dude, how are you? Hello, how's it going, buddy? How you been? How's Mr. Durst? Oh, Hope you will. There you go, my friend. There's your shouty. How are you, dude? How's your weekend, though? We're doing great. Oh, yeah, guys. I also want to all like another thing as well. I am kind of like hosting a giveaway right now, which is going to be going on like for the whole month of December. And in order like to kind of like join in, all you have to do is that you have to be a follower of my channel for like about a week. And after you got this one checked, you just have to redeem like a giveaway on the channel points, and then you're in. So, and probably I'm gonna announce like the winner of the giveaway until like the end of the month. So near New Year's. Yeah, because the reason I'm kind of doing this giveaway, because since I got like another one, like a spare, like from Etsy and everything like this, I decided to hand it to you guys because I think you also deserved it. Razer has a good build to quality. I've been using the mic for a long time. Nice, that's very good. Yeah, like I do feel like Razer they do like a decent job. Like my headset is Razer, my webcam is Razer, so and they're doing just fine for me. This one is light, noise canceling, and thanks game mode sound really good with the bass. But yeah, I always like Razer from beginning, so never had other one really. Yeah, sure, that's fine. It's also like good to go for the ones that actually works best for you, and if they also like work for your needs, I mean, that's already a win. You're doing just fine. Thank you. I'm doing well. How are you today? Your weekend was good? Yeah, I'm doing actually really good. Thank you. Thanks. Actually on the weekend though, like on Saturday, you know, like I kind of had like a more of a chill day, and after like this, I didn't really like did much on Saturday, which is like there are like some days, you know, like I usually like, you know, like to kind of like recharge and everything like this and have like a bit more time for myself. But on Sunday, however, I did actually want to meet up with some like new friends that were part of a Pride event organization and everything like this. I did kind of like hosted like a event for us, like, you know, like to gather together to meet up and also, you know, like have drinks and also like food. And I went to that and everything, and it was a lot of fun. And now like today what I decided to do is that I was trying a bit of a just chatting stream and to see like where it goes from there. Because since I'm a very like talkative streamer, as you guys like know me for like kind of a little while, I want to see, you know, where that goes, you know, like just experiment, like, you know, something like a little bit new to the channel. And if you guys like to see like more of that, I'll definitely be doing more of it. And then after that, we decided to like to, you know, like do some more art because to be very honest, I kind of ran out of like subjects like to talk about during that time period. So I decided, you know, like to do more art, you know, later on. Which actually, like, I'm almost done with it because I'm really working right now, like, on the second scene right here, and I already finished, like, the first scene at the moment. So now I'm trying to finish that one. That's super exciting. Yeah, it really is. Exciting, in fact. All that. So yeah, Saturday, like, I had, like, a bit more of a chill day, like, you know, for myself and everything, and I didn't really, like, do the whole much and everything. So I used the day to recharge, and for Sunday, I went out to meet with some new friends. Oh, there's a baby fly flying around here. Shoo away. That sounds fun. Sounds like a great time. Yeah, it really was, and so forth. I had a good time over there, and also I made like a few new friends over there, and also like I want to tell you guys something that happened. I'm gonna play some War Thunder. Speak to you later. Yeah, no worries, Davey. Have fun with War Thunder, and I'll catch you again soon. It was nice for you to drop by. Good luck with the stream, and good luck talking with you. Yeah, you too, man. You take good care, and have a good rest of your evening, and we'll catch up again soon. I'll give another shout out to Davey. Davey, that's for you. Howdy, yes. Bye-bye. Bye. Bye. Say hi to Deem when you see her. Bye-bye. And also give forehead kisses to Harley and Hunter, because, you know, I love those smooches a lot. I love kitty cats. They all deserve forehead kisses. No problem. I will. Yeah, yep. Take care. Yeah. Later, buddy. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. But yeah, also, like, I wanted to tell you, like, another thing that happened, like, during Sunday. Okay, so by the time, you know, like I was getting ready and I went out to, you know, to go to that place because they opened like a new like area because they just kind of like acquired it, and also because of the reason they kind of like opened like a new place because to have like a bit more space, and I think it'll be like easier for them like to organize, you know, like events and stuff like that. Yeah. Bye, Davey. Bye. And so yeah, because that's kind of like my second time, like, you know, going there, because I already met them like 4 times, actually 5 times, I think. In total, because I also beat them, like, you know, like when during like in their stands, like in the city center. So there's that part. And when I went to actually like meet out with them there for like this, you know, like they were like over there and there for like that, and also like a few people had to leave earlier because, you know, they had this somewhere to be, or like, you know, one of them also had to go to work and everything like that. And what happened? So they wanted, you know, we greeted each other, we said hello, and we asked how we were doing and everything. And then one of them asked me if I wanted like a piece of of a pie and everything like this, and they had like, you know, like I think I couldn't tell which one it was. It was either I think like cherry or chocolate pie, but they had that one. And also the second option they had was peach pie, and I said go for the peach pie because, you know, peach pie is like really good. I love peach pies. And trying to give me the pizza and everything like this, and they had like, you know, like a plastic fork and a plate, and then by the time I took a seat and wanted to, you know, like cut the pizza, you know, to have a bite of it, unfortunately when I tried to like cut that pie though, the fork actually broke, and then apparently the pie and the plate, they kind of like flew off of me, and they all fell on the floor. So I tried to cut it so far, like it break it down, like everything just flew off of me, off of my how you say lap and all that, and everything was on the ground, and then like everyone was like holy shit, and we all started laughing and everything. It was hilarious. And they told me like, you know, like I apologize about it because, you know, that, you know, because the fork broke on me and everything. They said like, no, don't worry, and everything, because they gave me like another plate, fork, and then another piece as well. And then I ate it afterwards, and then, you know, as for like the one that fell on the ground, they cleaned it all up. How large was the group? Actually, to be very honest with you, Durst, there was actually not a whole lot of people, because apparently, like, it was kind of like this one of the events, so it was kind of like a bit like, how you say, a little bit in last moment and so forth, and unfortunately there were a lot of people that were having like already like plans at that time, so it was actually like not a whole lot of people per se, because it was kind of like a little bit quiet, and there was like only like a few of us. But to be very frank, I still had fun though, you know, and everything, because I know like there were like some people there like earlier, but they did have to go pretty early, because, you know, again, they had to somewhere to be, so they couldn't stay like very long. But I know I just want to, you know, just to come in, because, you know, I wanted to just like, you know, go out and socialize a bit. So because I do think, you know, something that we all need once in a while. Peach pie is hot, yes. Fully agree, buddy. Oh no, I know, right? That's so nice. Yeah, indeed, it really was. But yeah, honestly, like about the play part, like holy shit, like, you know, like I was like, no, I caused a mess here. Oh lord. And then afterwards, like what happened is that I also like helped them out, you know, like work on the signs as well, because, you know, they were drawing like, you know, like some artworks, and also like some like typography on it, you know, they could put the signs like outside and everything. And what I did as well, that I wrote like the words like "Stay Real" on it, with the gender fluid flag on it, on that and everything. Like, sorry, I had like a bit of a pause of the words, but yeah, what I did is that, you know, I did some like typography drawing, and I put the words like "Stay Real," and I put like the gender fluid flag on it, and I did like, you know, all the coloring, the outlining as well. That's wonderful. Yeah, it really is. It truly was. And then you know what's kind of like really funny about like that part is that I took like my time like in the world on it, that to the point that it even got to the part where it was like everyone, you know, was beginning like to wrap things up, and, you know, like and then, you know, leave for the night. And I also like it on the table, you know, trying to finish it. So, you know, I was one of those people, you know, that's kind of like, you know, takes their time in the world, like take their time in the world, you know, to work on something and be sure, like, you know, make things as keen as possible. So I was those people. And then after that, you know, like even like when they were leaving as well, I said like my goodbyes and all that, and then there was only like 3 of us left in the place, and I explained to them that I still need to finish it, so forth. This is like, it's no problem as well. And also like one of them told me that, you know, I could take it home with me if I want to, but I didn't actually plan this out, so I told them like it's okay, you know, they could keep it, and they could hang the sign, you know, like outside in their place. So I decided to just, you know, let them keep it. So that was like my decision on it. And then, like, you know, I went back to it. I tried to, like, you know, finish the drawing and all that stuff, and everything was outlined and, you know, and the way I wanted. And then afterwards, I put, like, you know, with the rest of the signs and the artworks that, you know, the rest of the group did, and then we said our goodbyes, and then I left for the night. I have a group like that, but it's around watches. Once a month, my friend Kevin opens his jewelry store later, and we all bring our watches in and have some drinks. It's very nice to socialize with like-minded people. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, it's really awesome though, and I'm kind of happy, you know, you found like, you know, like a group that you can actually like go meet up with, and who have like they share like the same interests as you do and everything. It's like because I do think that, you know, it's really nice and very important to have like, you know, a group like that where you can pretty much, you know, hang out, you know, talk about like, you know, topics that kind of like, you know, that you guys have in common, and it's just, you know, it creates like good times in the long run. But actually, Durst, since I know you're really a big passion like about watches themselves and everything, like, it's like, what's their like your like, you know, your interest on them and everything? It's like, what kind of like help you click like your passion for like those topics, like watches in general? Because honestly, like, you know, when I see people like, you know, being passionate about something, like I always like to know like, you know, like their inspiration like behind it, or like what got them into it and everything, because I do think it's very fun and such. Because actually, I have this like watch right here, which is like a stopwatch that he already gifted me when I went to see him. So I got this one. And also, what's kind of like really cool about this too is that it's waterproof. So even if it gets wet though, it won't get damaged or anything. Which honestly, when there's things that are waterproof, you know, it's always better. Yeah, it's nice. That sounds nice. You got out. Yeah. True that. But yeah, because since I know like you like watches a lot, like I just kind of like want to know like your backstory, like, you know, like what made you, you know, got into them and what do you love about them as well. So things like that. Yeah, because I know there's like some watches out there that can be like really unique and everything, but there's even like some like a lot of like good ones out there, but I know they can be really expensive and everything on their own. This I got it for free because it was actually gifted by my friend Yordi, who's also my mod. Have you ever seen how mechanical watch is? That one, I may have seen like parts of it here and there, but not like in more in depth. The best way to describe it. Put together and all the little tiny gears. You have a tiny little race engine on your wrist. That's built entirely to tell you time, and inaccurately compared to a digital watch or your phone, the content of it is so cool. Oh yeah, I mentioned, yeah, because I don't like with watches they do put like a lot of gears like inside, so forward do usually to keep it like operating, and that's you know how they are built most of the time. No, right, yeah, because definitely like when you kind of like look inside of a watch so far, you can see like, you know, how they kind of like operate and everything, you know, like how, you know, a watch functions and all that. So, you know, it's very amazing. And also like, you know, with things like that, you know, they can also like be very fascinating, like, you know, like to learn and also to see, you know, like how things, you know, came to light or how they were like created, you know, like even like their history even as well, like, you know, it can be very fun and so forth. But have you ever actually like worked on watches like yourself, Durst? There's real of it of if all the brand heritages. Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, because since I know you even like it too, like have you also like worked on a watch in your lifetime? Yes, I have. Ah, nice. Like how many have you worked on? Like, have you actually like worked on those watches like as a hobby, or like you had like a one time like a career that kind of revolves around watches? Yeah, because as for like me though, like this one's a gift to me, but I also had like another watch as well that I have laying around, which is like a digital one, and this one I wanted like in a shooting range and everything. Like it's like, you know, they use like in sport guns like in the carnivals or amusement parks. That's like the other one I watched. And it's also like a bit more camouflaged. This was like a more grayed out. Okay, let's go. Hydrate time. Let's hydrate. Okay. My boss bought me a kit a few years back you built a watch out of. Oh, really? It's called the DIY watch kit. Ah, that's so nice. Awesome. How many times have you used it though? Like, did you use it like once or use it like a couple of times with that watch kit? Yeah, also like, you know, when you have like bosses that kind of like give you something like this, like to kind of like learn and also get the feel of that, like, you know, it's always fun. It's always awesome. Because also they kind of like give you the opportunity as well, like, you know, how to even not only like build a watch, but also like fix them with certain cases. You buy the kit and it gives you everything that you need to assemble one. Oh, nice. That's cool. Watch that you are pre-selected on their website. So just once. Ah, right, yeah. And everything. Yeah, because sometimes like there's like with that kind of stuff, like, you know, you only usually get like a one-time experience with them, but if it's actually like, you know, like a really good one so forth, I mean, that's amazing. But do they give you like credit like when you kind of like use it like yourself on their website and so forth? Because I know like usually with stuff like this they do have like participants, you know, when to give only like a few people like, you know, to experiment with it and all that. And then I think after this they do like, you know, add them like in the credits and everything. You know, like to showcase, you know, like who joined it and everything, or also like the people who also worked on those kits as well. So, and much more. But yeah, but I mentioned it must be like really cool for users, especially, you know, for someone who's you know, really into watches a lot, because usually when you're passionate like about something, like, you know, also want to see how they also like operate too and everything. So it even gives you like a better understanding of them. And also, like, you know, when you even like learn these kinds of things, you know, like for the future as well, that if you have like a watch that kind of like needs repairs and everything, like it helps you like to kind of like understand, you know, like how to get by, or like how to fix them, or, you know, also like, you know, figure out like which piece to put on which part and everything. So it's gonna help you like a lot in the long run, even like for the far future. But I'm happy for you. Just like, you know, you got that opportunity and all that, and you got to, you know, like try it out for yourself. There is a lot of watch content on YouTube. Yeah, I believe so. I would not touch any of the watches that I own. They're way too expensive for me to be opening them up. Yeah, I mean, that totally makes sense. Like, there's like, I do see your point on that one, because especially, you know, like when there's a watch that's like very expensive and you try to like disassemble it, and even like if you try to do it so forth, like if it does get, you know, if you make like one mistake on it so forth, and it becomes unrepairable, like, yeah, it's technically you'll be screwed on that part. Like I said, maybe it's kind of like a cheap watch. Yeah, I could maybe sure it won't be like too problematic, because, you know, if it's gone, if it gets damaged, I mean, it's not too much of a loss. But if it's like an expensive watch, however, yeah, it can be a huge loss, especially when you, like, you know, invested like a lot of money on them. And I know that can definitely be pretty devastating. Like if it's a cheap one or a non-expensive one, like it's okay. But if it's an expensive one, yeah, it's better don't mess with it, and it's best to, you know, leave it to the professionals. Anything that's in my collection currently, I would not touch. But 100%, if I got my hands on something cheap, I would feel more comfortable opening it up. Yeah, I mean, that makes a total sense. That makes 100% more sense on that one. Yeah, because, you know, with cheap watches, like, if they break, it breaks. If it's an expensive watch and if it breaks, yeah, it's it can be pretty not so good, to put into words. And all that. Yeah, because honestly, like when it comes to like expensive watches, like it's always like better, you know, to leave it someone who's actually like really knows what they're doing and everything. It's like I would say like it's kind of like even like as well, like, you know, with like PC parts and also like with cars as well, that usually if they're like cheap and so forth, and if they break, I mean, it's like not as bad. But if they're like, you know, like if they're like brand new and they're also like, you know, really expensive and like this, and if there's like one fuck up happens so forth and they break, yeah, it's a whole different story for sure. And all that. Right, gotta move my desk a little bit. But how many watches do you actually own in your collection, Durst? Out of curiosity. Like, do you have like a couple of them, or you have like a lot of them, like, you know, in your collection? Oh yeah, because we're talking about like collections, like right here, I did order like a new shelf from like IKEA, which I'm gonna have it here like at my place, like around like in about like 2 weeks from now and so forth, because it's gonna be arriving on the 23rd of December, and I'm gonna have like a new shelf in the back where it's like the kind that you can actually like open it with the glass door, and also can even have like a light on in the roof and all that. And I'm gonna also be putting like new collectibles like inside that and everything, because since I have like a lot of like space like right here, like I do think, you know, if I add like more stuff, it's gonna like build like more character in my background, and that's why I want to get it. At the moment, for if I told you the price, oh yeah, I believe so, buddy. Like when it comes to the prices of them, oof, way high up. Also, I can understand why you have like not like many of them as well, because it's kind of like the price of them. Yeah, usually it sounds like, you know, like the more expensive they are, like technically the less you have of them, which it makes a whole lot more sense. But yeah, talking about like collectibles, yeah, I'm gonna be getting like a new I ordered a new shelf and everything, and it's gonna be here like in about like 2 weeks. So, because honestly, like earlier I was kind of you know, counting the days, like, you know, the date's gonna arrive, which is like December 23rd, and, you know, I was counting it, so it's gonna be like 2 weeks, which is actually, to be more exact, 15 days. So that's the thing. But I didn't have 7, but I trade 4 for 1 this week. Oh, really? Nice. What did you trade it with, Durst? From that weekend. But yeah, no, definitely when it comes to like collectibles, like I'm definitely going to get more of it, but I do think I do definitely need a new shelf. So that's for sure. Because I have like a black one right there that's already doing like its job, but I pretty much it's already getting like filled up. So I do think, you know, if I get another one, it'll be really cool. That's exciting. Hell yeah, I traded my Seikos for a Tudor Black Bay 58. Awesome. Nice. And what was kind of like the reason you decided like to trade it, just out of curiosity? Because are you thinking about getting like something a little bit better, or you feel like, you know, like the one that you found like it was kind of like worth trading? Like, honestly, like when it comes like me with collectibles, I don't think I've ever traded something like that. But the only time I think I did trade was with a phone with this kind of like friend who I don't really talk to anymore. Because we did like, I think like exchange phones and everything. And yeah, unfortunately the phone that I gave them to, it broke. But I mean, that was many years back. So, I mean, doesn't matter anymore. I want to move up market. I also picture myself as a 60-year-old man at some point in time, and I'm not wearing those when I'm a 60-year-old man. I mean, it's understandable. Yeah, because definitely, you know, like as many years go by, like our interests kind of like change and everything, and it also kind of like shift as well. That you definitely, you know, the older we get, things, you know, they become different over time. Which I do see what you mean over there. And all that. Honestly, when it comes to me, like picturing myself as 60 years old, I actually don't know, but I do think I'm still going to be the same person. But, as we say, time will tell. And all that. But yeah, do you have like any watch that you want to get next at some point, Durst? That you got in mind? Or you're, don't have like anything at the moment? Older, I get more George Clooney-esque I become. Yeah, exactly. I just kind of like really cool as well that I know like George Clooney, he does own like a property here in Italy and all that, more like in the lakeside in the north and everything. Because I know like George Clooney, he's like one of those like celebrities that actually owns properties in Italy and all that. And I think he owns like one place that that's actually like I think a couple of like hours from like where I live and all this. I don't think I went to that area, but I know like I did went to like the lake area, like, you know, where like it's kind of like I think the same region where it is. But that's about it. But yeah, because definitely, like, you know, when we get actually, like, a little bit older, like, definitely, like, I feel like our personalities become a bit more sharper. In that sense. But yeah, because of me, like, with watches, though, I am not, like, an expert of them and so forth, but I'm usually, I only go for a watch, you know, if it works for, like, for me. I'm fine with it and all that, and especially like this watch, like the smart one that I get like from Yordi, like it works like really wonders. Let's see how much battery it is. Oh, I only got like 2 bars left, so probably later on I gotta probably like recharge it because I definitely use that for the gym. Actually, can I tell you like one thing, Durst? I know like the gym has like I think a app of their own stuff like that. You can actually like use, you know, like to calculate, you know, how many like for example, how many pushes you've done, or like how much distance you can also like, you know, walked as well. But to be very kind of like honest, I would say this app is kind of like a little bit all over the place for me to use. So what I technically do is I use like the app on my watch actually to calculate this kind of stuff. Gonna go find something to eat. BRB. Yeah, no worries, Metalhead. You do your thing. Enjoy your food. Enjoy some munchies. We'll be here. But well, I would say as well that usually when it comes to like gym stuff with apps or because I pretty much use my watch right now because I do think it's a bit easier for me, because even like the smartwatch I use, it's has its own applications and everything. And as for like the one from the gym, it I'm probably gonna remove it because I gotta be very honest, it's a look confusing for me. All that. So that's why I'm probably not gonna use it again. But hey, what's actually your honest opinion about like smartwatches? Because since I know you like them yourself. Because I know you're more you like usually like those like manual ones and everything like that you were talking about. But I'm curious to like about your thoughts about smartwatches. Like, do you think they have like any like cooler advantages of them, or you prefer like the manual ones that usually that you feel they're better suited? I don't care for them, but it's all personal taste at the end of the day. If it works for you, it works for you. Oh yeah, definitely. Absolutely. No, honestly, like I'm the kind of, you know, I just usually use the watch, you know, just to help me get by, and that's kind of like it. Because even like smartwatches, I don't mind them, but even like manual ones can also look very unique. The reason I don't really get the manual ones because I know they can be really expensive, so that's why. And all that. But honestly, like Durst, because since I know you like them like a lot, like are you hoping like at some point like in your future that you want to start like a career in that field? that you work with, like with watches and such, and also like repair them. I think it's something that you want to do. Uncanny! Oh my god, we got also Uncanny part of the giveaway. Hell yeah, let's go. Uncanny, you're in. I need that poster for family. Hell yeah, 100%. Family for life. Let's go. Let's go. Hi, Uncanny. Yeah. Homie in the hood. He's my dog. My OG. Yeah, be sure you give Uncanny a follow, guys, and so forth. Like, he's a variety streamer. Like, he plays like a lot of very different games, especially he plays like a lot of like retro and everything like that. And also, like, he's a big like history nerd and so forth. So if you guys are a big fan of history, be sure to go check him out. He's really cool, very down to earth, and we go like, you know, way back. We've been knowing each other for like 4 years, so be sure you go to check him out, give him a follow, and show him the love. I appreciate you. Yeah, you too, Uncanny. I appreciate you too. But yeah, Uncanny, just to confirm.
It's been a long time since I smelled beautiful.
I know, right? Exactly. Vin Diesel is a goat. All right, I'm gonna add you on the list, Uncanny. Yeah, I'm actually gonna really do about this is that I'm going to this giveaway will go on for like the whole month and everything, and by the time we get at least like 4 participants, I'm gonna start it. Because usually, like with giveaways, what I do is that I need to collect at least like 4 people to participate on it. If it's less than that, I usually don't really go because I do think there's like not enough to make this giveaway, you know, like as fun as I want it. So, oh, willing. Hi, I'm really sorry if I really butcher your name, but Will Tank Mampalaros. Okay, I'm really sorry I really butcher your name, but thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it. Oh, okay, I'll call you Rose. All right. I'm gonna call you Rose from there because I think Rose is better for because the rest of your username, it's I butchered it so badly and I'm really sorry about it. But yeah, Rose, welcome in. How you doing? I hope you're well, and so good to see you. Welcome to the stream. How you doing? How's your Monday? Yeah. Let me actually give you shout-outs right now. To Rose. Yeah, so I think I'll call you Rose from there because honestly, like, I'm so sorry again. Me with names. I am not good at it. Metal suggested me to you. Ah, nice. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, Metal. You rock. I'm happy to see that you can also like getting the word out there. Like, you know, it's really great. Appreciated. I love that support. I'm doing good. Nice. I'm very glad. It's all good. All my friends call me Rose. Oh, okay, sure. Yeah. So I think I'll better call you Rose because I think Rose is like is the easiest in my honest opinion. Because honestly, like, I tried to say like from your first part of your name, but I butchered it very bad. So yeah, I'll call you Rose from there. So that's really good for me. Metal is trouble. Yeah. But he's trouble for good reason. All right, Uncanny, I am gonna put your name on the list. Yeah, honestly, like what I do is when I do giveaways, I like to like write the names so I can be sure they know I got everyone and I don't forget. But yeah, Uncanny, just to confirm with you, you're part of the giveaway right now, so you're in. You're good. And also, Metalhead is also part of the giveaway too. Me? I don't know who you're talking about. Nah, Metal's no trouble. He's the OG. He's cool. He sure is. You, yes, you, bro. Harada is leaving Tekken. Oh, really? Like, they're actually going to be removing Harada, like, from Tekken, like, Uncanny, or are you just saying it, like, more as a joke? I know that. Because, again, I don't really, like, stay updated with Tekken, so, pretty much, if I am missing something, please forgive me on that. Because I used to play a lot of Tekken games, like, in the past so far, but after, like, 6, I haven't really been staying updated as much with the franchise. But yeah, seems like we got the whole fam right here, which is like really awesome to see. I'm very happy, and I'll see everyone getting together, supporting each other, and also, you know, like even like spreading the word and stuff like that. Really amazing. Thank you guys so much. Well, really? No, the creator is leaving the series after 30 years. Ah, the creator of Tekken is leaving. Ah, okay, now I see. Ah, all right. Because I thought Harada, when I read that name, I thought it was like one of the characters. I didn't know, because honestly, I don't really know the name of the creators behind Tekken, because, again, I don't have a knowledge about that, because I thought you referred to a character or something like that, but it turns out it's actually the creator. Okay, now I got you. He's leaving Bandai Namco. Ah, I see. Is there an explanation why, like, they're leaving, though? Like, did they give, like, out, like, an explanation about it? Because I remember like another creator that actually left like a gaming company was Hideo Kojima, because with Konami, because apparently they had, I think, a bit of a falling out, which is why, like, you know, Hideo Kojima like left Konami for that reason. And it also was the reason why like PT never, you know, came to light because of that. And also, like, even like with Dan Houser from like Rockstar, which is also like one of the founders of Rockstar Games, also left because apparently like the projects were taking like too much time and effort like to work on, which is why, you know, he decided to depart from there, because I feel like, you know, the creativity was becoming a bit like too much of a grind and actually you know, fun and all that stuff. So that's what I actually, at least like what I read like from the YouTube videos and also one of his podcasts for Dan Houser's like departure. He just thinks it's time. Yeah, I mean, it's understandable. Like, yeah, because there's like some like there's gonna be like a period in your life that I feel like, you know, like you had your experience, you can't achieve what you wanted, and you know, you want to pursue like different like, you know, goals. So I mean it's fair, you know, like after 30 years, because I mean that's a really long time, that you know, he thinks it's a good time, you know, like to retire and move on. So it makes sense. It's totally fair and very valid. But one thing I'll say for sure about Tekken, that was actually the very first like fighting game I've ever played on the PS1. It was actually the demo of Tekken 3, to be exact. Like, this one was really good. And so I even played like Tekken 5. Like, Tekken 5 was fun. And also I played like a little bit of 1 and 2 as well. And I think I've even played a bit of 4, I think. But I would say, one thing I'll say for sure about like those Tekken 4 and 5, that they even like graphically, they still look even like really good, especially for a PS2 game. I mean, they were really impressive for their time. But yeah, guys, what's all of your opinions about like Tekken? Including like Rose and Durst as well. Like, what is everyone's thoughts on it? Like, I would say when it comes to like me with Tekken, however, like I really liked it as a kid and everything like this, and it was like really cool. But after like, you know, as years went by, like I kind of like drifted away from it. But definitely like the earlier ones were like really great. I had fun with them. I personally haven't played Tekken since I was late 8 years old in an arcade. Ah, I see. Nice. Yeah, I used to play like Tekken a lot on the PS1 and PS2 era, so definitely in that time period. I'm more of a DOA and Soul Calibur guy. Soul Calibur is really, really good. Like, I also like Soul Calibur, especially like the third Soul Calibur. I used to play it a lot with my brother and sister. Like, you know, we were all fans of that game. Like, Soul Calibur, it's really awesome. I like that one, especially the third game. Like, the third one is like really incredible. I think I don't know if I still have it with me, or probably my brother took it and stuff like that. So, because, you know, they were like really big into Soul Calibur themselves. Because I think I don't know if the first one I didn't play. The second one, I don't think I played that one either. I played definitely the third one, 100%. And as for the fourth and beyond, I did not. Yeah, as for like Dead or Alive, I do see commercials of that game, but I don't think I played this either. But another like fighting game I do play a lot, however, it's Street Fighter. Like, I definitely play like Street Fighter 2, 3, and also like the 6th one a lot right now. And all that. And probably like at some point, I am thinking about also like playing like some Street Fighter 6 right here. It's just one thing I still got kind of like figured out is see if I could maybe create like a new save on it, because, you know, I've been putting like a lot of like time and progress into like my save, you know, like off stream, because I do play like Street Fighter 6 a lot in my free time. And I want to see maybe I could create like a new save, like, you know, for you guys, you know, like to experience and all that. And also when I think about doing like for the Street Fighter 6 stream and stuff like this, I might create like a whole new character, and I think I'm gonna go like a bit more randomized with it and all that. And then also what I think I might call that fighter though when I create them is a mountain cat. So that's the name I got in mind for them. Because I did create like my OC Shelly and stuff like it, so like for my off stream save and everything, but when I create like a new save like for streaming, I'm gonna be doing that. So, and I'm gonna make it like very randomized, and that's kind of like the whole plan for it. But hey guys, as for like Street Fighter though, like which one of those have you tried? Like out of all of them. And yeah, also like speaking about the arcade, yeah, I do know like there are like some Tekken games. I think the 6 or 7 one is this all on the arcade. And I remember, I think even like for the 8th Tekken as well, I think they launched it exclusively like in Japan for a little while. But I don't know if they're gonna also like port this into the consoles too. But again, I don't really say like up to date, you know, with that franchise. You know, just let everybody know. But I remember like when it comes to the most recent like Tekken games, they are gonna make it a bit more exclusively in arcade in Japan. So I remember they were talking about it. Just sucks that both series of mine are technically dead. Yeah, because I know like when it comes to like Dead or Alive and Soul Calibur, they haven't really made any new games like for a long time though. So I do get what you mean. Because I know they are making more Street Fighters and Tekken games and everything, but because of like Dead or Alive and Soul Calibur, yeah, they haven't made anything new like, you know, like for a really long time. I'm a Menace and Street Fighter. I like them all. Nice. Yeah, I definitely like it. I definitely like, you know, 2 and 3, and I definitely like 6. You know, these are very good. You know, I also have a blast with them. And I think it was, as for 2 and 3, I do play on the SNES emulator. So I still have it like, you know, laying around the like I think it's outside of my room in one of the boxes. So I have it over there. But yeah, guys, a question for like all of you, like all the fighting games that you all have tried, you know, like in your life. So like, which one that really like stuck with you as like personally, like out of all of them? Oh yeah, guys, I forgot to mention another one too. There's also Mortal Kombat. Like I forgot that on the top of my head. Yeah, there's also like Mortal Kombat as well. Dragon Ball Z. Nice. Oh my god. Actually, there's since we're talking about that, I remember there was even another Dragon Ball Z game I used to play on PS2 called Budokai Tenkaichi. It's like, I played mainly the first one, but I heard like even like the second one did like really good. And they also made, I think, a third one as well, but I remember I used to own like the first one like many years back, and this one was really fun. Like, I think the funnest part about like that Dragon Ball Z game, Budokai Tenkaichi, is that, you know, like you can actually throw the characters like on the buildings and ever get destroyed, and just, you know, it felt so good. Like the physics on that one. Now, if Uncanny would buy a Dead or Alive 4 already so I can kick his ass. I mean, have fun and have the best fighter win, sure. Yeah, but I mean, don't worry, so Metalhead, we don't judge here. I know what you're trying to say. It's actually that ass. Actually, guys, since we're talking like a lot right now, I do want to switch to just chatting. Hold on. I'll still actually be here. I'm not leaving. I just want to just, you know, switch to that scene. Okay, let's do that, because I have to kind of take a break for, like, from the artwork right now, so just want to just to talk here, and that's it. Now just chat. Enough of more. Okay, yeah. You will probably would whip me, but then you will get works at Street Fighter, so it evens out. Yeah, I mean, makes sense, because I know like you, Uncanny, you're like, definitely like a pro like a Street Fighter, so you know it won't come as a surprise. You know, like people will get like whooped like in an instance. I've never played Street Fighter, so probably, yeah. But I mean, over time, you'll get also better as well at it, Metalhead. So, you know, usually, like, in the first time, it's got to be, like, pretty rough, but over time, you know, you'll get better. So that's pretty much with every game. I just kind of, like, a little bit funny enough, because I did actually want to do this as a just chatting stream today and everything like that, but then after a bit, I decided to, like, do some art, but now we go back to just chatting. So that's what it technically, like, really is at the moment. But, yeah, usually I would say when it comes to me with fighting games, which I'm actually good at. I think I'm pretty much like average, like in pretty much like most of them and everything, because I did play like Mortal Kombat, I played Tekken, I played Street Fighter and everything. Dead or Alive, I don't think I got around those that much, and as well Soul Calibur, I also play Soul Calibur 2. So, and usually most of the time, like I don't think I'm a professional like in any of them and everything. I'm just more like, you know, more average, more of an average player. So that's how I would rank myself, like, with them. But, yeah, with Street Fighter, like, I would say, like, at the moment, like, the game's, like, pretty easy and everything. Because maybe unless, you know, I go up against, like, you know, someone like Uncanny, for example, I'm probably going to get my ass wiped, you know, like, just immediately. But I would say, like, you know, with that game, I'm pretty okay with it most of the time. Because mainly I fight, like, in story mode, I usually go against, like, you know, like, those, like, enemy NPCs and not, like, you know, like, the main fighters. Because I know the main fighters, like, some of them, you know, they're tough as balls. So, and that's the thing. Like, they kind of like, I think because most of these fighters, you know, you do like, you know, fight against them and everything like this. But I think the reason why you get defeated because of this part, like, of the script of the game itself, of the storyline. So I think you are actually meant to get defeated. But also, like, but most of the time, you know, when I felt like against, like, you know, like the main fighters, yeah, they're tough as fuck. I'll give it that. Because pretty much, you know, Street Fighter 6, you know, we started as like a rookie just getting started, you know, like into the scene, you know, and they try to work on their way up to get stronger, and that's kind of like the whole storyline about it. But yeah, I usually find that fight against like gangs in that game, and usually with a couple of the bigger enemies. Yeah. Those one, however, I almost got actually lucky with them so far. It's like the one where you have to like go to Rome and then fight against like, you know, this one fighter and like in the Coliseum. Like this one, I almost got her, but unfortunately she got me from there. Yeah, also, like, I would say, like, the other, like, fighting game I really liked a lot was definitely, like, Mortal Kombat. Like, Mortal Kombat was, like, really cool. Like, I played, like, you know, definitely Shaolin Monks. I played Deception. I played Armageddon. I played also Mortal Kombat 9. Also, like, you know, the original one, like, from the 1992 and everything. I did play this. Also, I even played, like, I think Mortal Kombat 4. I remember when I tried, like, Mortal Kombat 4 because I did try that on a cafe, that, you know, like, many years back, and that game was hard as fuck. Because I think I was playing with mouse and keyboard, because I think if I had like a controller, it would definitely be a lot easier for me. But when I tried it myself, like, it was really difficult. But definitely, I would say, like, out of all the Mortal Kombat games that I played, I definitely liked this Deception and 9. Those were fun. Also, I would say Armageddon was even, like, very good as well. But I would say one thing about Armageddon, I remember that game creeped me out when I first tried it. Like, because I do know Armageddon, although, like, it was always like horror as well, but I would say that as for Armageddon, like, it was a bit more horror oriented itself. Like, right now, like, it's not that bad anymore. Like, you know, I feel okay, like, playing them and everything. Like, but I remember, like, when I first tried out, like, you know, I was pretty terrified to put into words. Soul Calibur and Street Fighter are my go-to games. Honorable mention to Bushido Blade. Ah, nice. Bushido Blade, it does ring a bell for me, like, a little bit, although I'm not really too familiar with it. But I would say the name itself, it does sound like very familiar. But yeah, I would say Soul Calibur and Street Fighter, they're definitely, like, really good ones. And I even, like, tried those myself. But hey guys, like, since we're talking about, like, fighting games, like, what's all, like, your take about Mortal Kombat? Like, is this something that's kind of also part of your interest, or is, like, not really your kind of niche? Because of, like, Mortal Kombat in general. Because I really want to hope at some point to get, like, more Mortal Kombat games. Because I know, like, these games, they do go on discount, like, you know, like, really low price most of the time and everything like that. And I really have to get my hands on them. Like, the only, like, Mortal Kombat game I did own was actually Mortal Kombat 9, but unfortunately, this is on my old Steam account, and apparently it's been abandoned ever since. And unfortunately, I bought this game, like, you know, on retail and everything, and I had to redeem it on Steam, and now, like, that retail copy of it is just, like, you know, laying around, and now it's useless. So the only, like, Mortal Kombat game I owned was definitely, like, 9 on Steam and everything like that, but apparently it's been abandoned, and I cannot replay it anymore for that reason. I know there's, like, the whole idea of this whole, like, family share kind of stuff, but unfortunately I don't remember the credentials either, so, you know, there's also that thing. But yeah, definitely Mortal Kombat, like, you know, I want to try to get more into it, but I just really haven't had the opportunity. Because I know, like, I hear, like, some of the newer games they did pretty alright and all that. Meanwhile, others, they have a bit of a mixed review. But again, I still have to see for myself to see, you know, if they're, like, actually good or not. So, because definitely when it comes to, like, reviews and opinions, they should be taken more as a grain of salt. So, just like with anything else. But yeah, as for me with Mortal Kombat, I also do like it. It's just I didn't play it for such a long time and everything. But I mean, they were fun, you know, like back then and everything. And but out of, like, all of them that no, I think I may have already answered that. Oh yes, actually another thing too. I also played Deadly Alliance, the one that came out in 2002. There was also that one as well that I also used to try. Because I did bought this one, like, on the PS2 like 20 years ago, but I think we did end up selling it, so this is why I never, like, you know, have it ever again and everything. But I did bought it, like, for like a little while and everything. But I think when we were selling, like, the PS2 games, we sold that one along with it, and that's what occurred. Yeah, Deadly Alliance, I would say, like, it was okay and everything. That's not my favorite, but I mean, it was alright for what it was. But yeah, what else I want to add? But yeah, definitely, you know, with Mortal Kombat, like, you know, these games, they do go, like, on sale, like, you know, pretty frequently. So definitely, they're not actually that difficult to obtain, but I just haven't, you know, had time for it, and that's why. But yeah, and yeah, that's the thing. So definitely, like, the ones I like when it comes to, like, fighting games, I definitely like Street Fighter, Mortal Kombat, and also I enjoy Soul Calibur too. So that's the thing. Okay. By the way, guys, just to let you all know as well, there's gonna be ads, like, in about, like, 10 minutes. So especially, like, those who know who are, like, actually, like, non-subscribers, there's gonna be ads in there for, like, this. So about 10 minutes. It's gonna be played for, like, about, like, a minute and 30 seconds. Like I said, then it'll be back. So because usually these ads will go on, like, every, like, 1 hour or so for, like, a for, like, a minute and a half and everything. All right. Actually, guys, you know what we could do? Let's go back to the artwork. Oh, actually, I gotta move that to my second monitor. It's gonna record this. But yeah, by the way, Kenny, I have a question for you though. Like, if someone wants to get actually like very professional, like with Street Fighter, like you are and so forth, like what advice would you actually give them to actually to get the achievement? Like to reach like a professional level on the Street Fighter. Yes! Oh my god! Uncanny! Thank you so much.
Just subscribed for 2 months. Let's go.
Let's go! Hell yeah! Thank you so much for that, Uncanny. I really appreciate it. Hell yeah! Slept for 2 months. Let's go! Thanks, buddy. You're amazing. Thank you, thank you. You know, like, subscriptions are never, like, necessary and so forth, and neither our bits are, because, also, you know, just big here and then hanging out the guys is, like, it's more than enough and everything, like, because definitely, like, you know, some of the bits are never mandatory and everything. Just, you know, just, even, like, lurking as well, watching the stream, you know, it still means, like, the world to me and all that, and it's still, like, you know, a huge honor. But thanks, buddy. I appreciate it. You're awesome. Thank you for the resub. Just pure practice. Every day. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because definitely, you know, when you're, like, you know, putting like a lot of practice and time into, like, you know, into the game, you would definitely get, like, a lot better from there. So, definitely takes time, but it's definitely gonna be worth the wait. I'm not about to see no darn ads. I mean, it makes sense. I got you. Also, like, even, like, watching the ads in general, it does even, like, support, like, me and the channel. So, which it does, like, you know, like, so, like, even the support for the creator, but even, like, you know, just even, like, you know, watch the stream, lurking, it still does an amazing job. But yeah, appreciate it, buddy. Thanks again. I'm at a good place in my life. God bless me. I'm gonna bless my people. Hell yeah. You know, it's good. It's always good, you know, like, to spread the love, spread the positivity, and also, like, the support as well, you know, because it is something that we all, like, need in this world and stuff like this, because, you know, it helps us, you know, like, to kind of, like, push through, to, you know, like, keep going. It's like, it's probably, you know, how hard things get in life. Because even life in general, like, you know, it's really hard as it is. So, you know, we definitely need that kind of, like, you know, support each other. You know, we have to, you know, like, keep going and stuff like this. And then, you know, like, things will definitely get better over there. Learn combos, watch videos, and just keep practicing. Hell yeah, absolutely. Like, it definitely, even, like, learning about, like, the combos, and even, like, videos about how to perform, like, you know, like, certain tricks, like, you know, it's definitely, you know, give, like, really a good idea, you know, like, how to, you know, pull them off, you know, how to, like, get those tricks done. So, definitely, you know, like, watching these kind of, like, tutorials is definitely going to be very effective in the long run. But one thing I want to ask you is, as well, like, Uncanny, like, what made you want to get good at the Street Fighter? Like, what's kind of, like, your, like, motivator, like, to push you, like, to do better in the game? Is it because you're passionate about Street Fighter, or is it because, you know, you just want to, like, do it for fun? Also, as for, like, the rest of you, like, in chat right here as well, like, you know, with the games that you're, like, really passionate and you pour like, your heart, like, into, like, what makes you want to be better at them? Including everyone else right here. Oh, yeah. Okie dokie. Because I really enjoyed it as a kid with Street Fighter 2, so I just keep going. Awesome. Yeah, I'll say, like, you know, when there's a game that, you know, has a special place in your heart, you know, especially, like, throughout your youth and everything like that, you know, it just makes you, it stays with you, and it just makes you want to be, like, you know, part of your life and everything. It's also, like, even part of your personality, too. Because, you know, like, even, like, video games can even, like, shape, like, your personality and create, like, a lot of amazing memories. And all that. By the way, guys, I have another question for all of you as well. Like, do you actually believe that video games can create, like, memories of any kind? Because for me, it definitely does, like, 100%. You know, like, even, like, with video games, you know, they can actually bring back a lot of memories that you can actually, like, least expect as well. Sorry for my talking. Yeah, like, you know, like, I would say that they can actually, you know, bring, like, a lot of memories of horror that we least expect in everything like this. And, you know, even more than people realize. Because I remember, like, there was, like, there was one person that I saw, like, on Twitter, like, a few years ago, that they think that, you know, like, video games, like, you know, they don't, you know, create memories, or they think it's just kind of like a waste of time and everything like that. But I wholeheartedly disagree with that and so forth, because I do think, you know, like, sometimes, you know, like, a single scene in the game or something like this, or just even, like, playing in general, like, you know, it brings back, like, so many things from, like, years back. So I just want to hear your guys' opinion. Like, do you think they actually, you know, like, could create, like, you know, bring back like a lot of memories and whatnot? All right. Yeah, actually, I kind of like forgot where to start. All right. Maybe we can start with. Oh yeah, this one I still have it highlighted. Hold on. I 100% think that they create memories. That's how sequels get made. Absolutely. Some of my best childhood memories were playing Samurai Warrior or Dynasty Warrior on the PS2. Awesome. That's really cool. Yeah, for me though, I would say the best memories I ever had on a PS2 game was definitely... Good question. Definitely had like with stunts on the my like my family's like an old Windows 98 PC like back in the late 90s. Like this one I had a lot of memories with, and as well as for like a PS1, very good question. I definitely loved like Dino Crisis. Dino Crisis was really great. I had like a really good time with Die Hard Trilogy. Die Hard Trilogy was really cool. I like that one. As well, Radical Bikers. Radical Bikers is great. And as well, Driver. Even like Driver's great. Like definitely had like a lot of like fun memories with those as well. Like 100% on the PS1 era. As for the PS2 era, I would say it's like Tony Hawk's Underground 1 as well. Even Underground 2. Need for Speed Underground 2. As well like the Getaway. As well GTA San Andreas. Even GTA 3. Vice City. And as well... what can I think about? Oh yeah, PS1. I forgot Gran Turismo. I forgot that one too as one of the lists, because you know some lists I do forget until like, you know, I don't really know remember till like later on. So as for PS1, I also had Gran Turismo, and as for back to the PS2, however, I had like a lot of them. Let me think. Yeah, I definitely will say for like Tony Hawk games. Also like Burnout, even like Burnout is really awesome. Even The Sims. So yeah, definitely like those on the list. So. First, like, you know, for the PS1 and PS2 era. I remember playing Tony Hawk's Underground. Nice. Yeah, same. Actually, it was kind of like really cool because we even like beat it as well on stream on the PS2 emulator and all that, and it was like really amazing. I beat Underground too. Actually, speaking of which, guys, I really have to reinstall like the PS2 emulator because I really completely forgot about it. So I can play like PS2 games again. And to be very, very honest, I am considering about playing Burnout Free Takedown on the stream because you know this was one of my favorite racing games of all time. One of my fond memories on the PS2 is playing Medal of Honor with my brother and being really good at it. Nice! Yeah, I think me and my brother, we used to own like a Medal of Honor game. It's called... It is on the PS2 and I think came out like in between like 2006, 2007. Not Vanguard. I think it was... No, Vanguard I think it's a different one. Yeah, guys, let me just Google search really quick on my phone because I think that'll be very easy. Because yeah, I have like a lot of things like, you know, open right now on my PC, so I'm probably gonna use that on my phone. All right. Let's see, Medal of Honor, PS2. Let's see, all games. It's called. No, it is Vanguard. It is Vanguard. Okay, I got it right because I felt like Vanguard was kind of like one of like the more recent Medal of Honor games. But yeah, Vanguard is the one that we used to own as well on the PS2. There, I think it's that one. Gotta lurk. I gotta get my stream going. Love you, my friend. Have a beautiful stream. Yeah, you too, and Kenny. Thank you so much for dropping by, and also thank you again, like, for the sub and everything. Because even though like you really didn't have to do that, I really appreciate you, buddy. It was so good for you, like, you know, to drop by, and you take good care and have fun with your stream. Good luck, my friend, and love you so much. And let me give you another shout out as well. And take care, dude. Appreciate you, love you, and you take good care. I'll catch you around, and all the best. Thank you for your day. Of course, you have been good to me, so I returned that. Aw, thank you. I appreciate you too. Thanks for the lurk, buddy. Thank you, thank you. Appreciate the lurkies. Lurkers are the bests, and I adore you for it. All right. Thanks, man. We'll talk soon. All right, guys. To be very honest, I think I am gonna actually call it right here because I am starting to get like a little bit hungry, and also I have like a message I have to reply sooner or later. So I think it's a good time to call it right here. So we're gonna go find someone to raid right now. So let's do that. All right, let me just close a few things. All right, let's go. All right, guys. That was actually a really wonderful stream. Like, I definitely like had fun. Hell yeah. You too, Durst. I really appreciate you, and thank you also well for, you know, for dropping in there for Legacy. You know, like, it was very nice of you to drop by, and also, like, you know, thanks for telling me, like, you know, about your passions about watches and everything like that, and hopefully at some point, you know, you can pursue, like, a career on them and everything like this. I believe in you, and I know you can, you're capable of doing anything. And also, I want to thank you, like, Metalhead as well, and also thank you, Rose, as well, like, for dropping in as well. It was really nice meeting you, Rose, and, hope we get to hang out again soon and everything like this, and it was, like, really a pleasure to speak with you. And also, Metalhead, thank you so much for recommending Rose to me and everything like this. You're an amazing dude. You're the OG, and I love you so much for that. I appreciate you too, Rebel. I enjoy your streams while I work. Hell yeah, absolutely. You know, it's really good to talk with you and everything like this, and also we get to, you know, like talk, like, you know, share experiences, you know, talk about, like, you know, our passions and interests and everything, and, you know, and I'm glad, you know, like, you're getting a little bit out of it while you're, like, you're doing, like, your work shifts and everything. It really means the world to me, and I'm really grateful for it. All right, actually, before we read out, I want to give everybody some shout outs here. I also want to give Durst a shout outs. Oh, yeah, also Davey as well, because Davey was also here with us. Oh crap, what's going on? Okay, it's working. Never mind. I felt like, you know, the command the chat itself, but it's not the case. All right, Davey as well. Shout out for you, Metalhead. Shout out for you. And also, actually, you know what? For Uncanny, he deserves a shout out. I want to give it to him because I already given him. Already one, like, before he's you know, like, he went to lurk and everything, so it's his stream. But, you know, I still want to give another because I can do that. You know, everyone deserves a little love. Rose, shout out for you. Let's see who else I missed. You know, I want to be sure I got everyone here. I got you, Durst. Davey, I already got you, as well. Who else was that? Oh, Irritated. Yeah, I also got to get to Irritated too. Hold on. I need to give another one to Irritated. There it is. All right, guys. This little shout out time for everybody. And in case, you know, like, in case I do miss someone, just to let you know, like, you know, I love you and everything like this, because, you know, sometimes, you know, when there's like a lot of sometimes I didn't tend to forget, just let you know, and stuff like this, you know, I still, like, appreciate you also for being here as well, even, like, you know, just for lurking, for chatting, and, like, watch the stream. You guys are all me the best and everything like that. Thanks for the shouties. Yeah, no problem, Rose, anytime. Also, it's really a pleasure, you know, like, to talk for the first time ever. You're all amazing. And by the way, guys, before we read out, you can probably, like, the raid messages over here for all to participate. I also have a Discord, guys, if you want to join as well. If you type !_ Discord, you can also join it and everything. And be sure to check it out. If you want to stay, like, updated with the streams, you want to hang out with the community and everything like this, is over there if you want to join and all that. And let's see who's actually there we can raid out to. Who do we got? Okay, we do have, oh, the same Martin. He's on playing Resistance Biohazard. He's really awesome, very friendly. Oh, we got Uncanny. He's playing Fallout 76. Awesome. Missing Angel. We have as well. Oh, the Quaz is on playing the Killer Frequency, which is really cool. Guys, we are gonna go right out to Uncanny. He's playing Fallout 76. Let's go right out to him. And actually, what I think what I'm gonna really do, guys, is he's still, like, starting, like, the stream right now, and he's not, like, on right now and everything like this. So I'm gonna probably give it, like, a little while, and once, you know, he starts, we're gonna go start the raid. Just, like, you know, leave it as a surprise for him. But hey, guys, I think my throat is starting to get, like, a little bit tired. So and also, you know, I'm even getting a little bit hungry as well. So because I have to go, like, cook some food, and also I got, like, a message to reply, like, from my therapist, and yeah. So we're gonna just maybe wait out for, like, a little while and see when he comes on. Yeah, because I think, like, in the meantime, what we could actually do is that we can maybe, like, probably, like, you know, talk for, like, a little while until, like, you know, he comes around. we'll give it like another minute or two, and then we'll try to check and see if he's on. And then after that, we're gonna surprise him with the raid and all that. Ah, he's actually, I think, starting he's starting St. June. Ah, nice. That's awesome. But yeah, actually, but before like we raid as well, like, you know, I do want to thank everybody here, like, you know, who showed like for all forms of support, like, you know, thank you everyone, you know, like for like all the follows, for all the subs, the lurks, the chats, watch the stream. Thank you for that. Rose, thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it, and also thank you, Metalhead, you know, for recommending like Rose to me and everything like this. Yeah. You're awesome. Also, I want to thank you, Uncanny Alchemist, you know, like for the sub as well. Even though, like, you know, subs are never mandatory, but thank you so much for that. I appreciate it. And also, I want to thank everyone else here, like, you know, in the chat as well, you know, like for dropping by and everything. It's also like for lurking, for like even like, you know, chatting as well, even watching stream. Really means the world to me. It still really comes a long way. Hell yeah. Hearts to you too, Metalhead. You do. You do. Alright, let's see if he's on. Oh no. Oh no, he's not on yet. Okay. He's still not on. Alright. Now definitely, like, you know what I did today, you know, I did experiment like something like a little bit different and everything like that. You know, I tried to do that just chatting stream and see, like, you know, where that takes off. But if you guys want to see like more of that, I'm definitely going to do more of it and everything. Because the reason I decided to, again, like, you know, do some art, because apparently I ran out of ideas to talk about. So, you know, I decided, you know, just do some art, you know, just to, you know, pass the time. And also because it is artwork I really want to finish, and I'm very, like, you know, happy to get it done. And also can watch me guys, you know, like to, like, you know, do some progress on it. And, you know, to see how, like, you know, some art piece, you know, start from scratch and then starts coming back, you know, like to life and everything. And it's kind of like the best part about making art. It's actually bringing things to light like never before. Okay. But yeah, as for like the giveaway though, like it's gonna be like, you know, going on until like the end of December, and then by the time we get like 4 like entries and so forth, by the end of the month, we're gonna announce the winner. So that's like the whole idea. And you got one of you guys is gonna actually win it. So I already have like one already like hanging like in my wall in the background so far. Although you may not be able to see it like right here because apparently I have a transparent background, so it won't be very visible. But it's in the back right there. So, and you guys will have the opportunity to win. And also you kind of like get to like wondering like how the second one came to be, because when I tried to like order like the one I got right here, because, you know, like it has a come like for like a really long time than the estimated date that it should have been and stuff like this. I kind of was getting a little concerned, and I reached out to the seller that unfortunately like the poster didn't arrive like in an estimated time, so they sent me like another one, and it turns out like, you know, another like 10 days later, it turns out that poster arrived. So, and then the second one also came like in a short period of time, and that's how, you know, how it happened. All right. Let's see. All right. Okay. So yeah, I'm just kind of like double checking like what's about to see if he's on, because we're definitely gonna go right out to him. All right. All right, guys. I'm gonna do like one thing. I'll try to give it like another minute to see if he will, like, you know, switch the scene or anything like that. Even if he doesn't show like about a minute, we're gonna go start the raid. So it's definitely no problem. Because honestly, like, I'm one of those kind of people I like to like surprise people with raids, you know, when they start their streams. Because I do think it makes it like very nice and everything. I was like, because I like to leave this kind of like surprises. So that's the reason why I do it. Let's see. All right, 30 seconds. We'll try to see like what happens, and if nothing comes up like in that 30 seconds, we'll just go and start the raid. It's definitely no problem. All right. Yeah, I know this is saying that something in the message says what are you doing in my waters. Yeah, it's just an Kennedy joke around with each other in their streams. All right. All right, guys. You know something? We could go start the raid right now. So like we'll try to, like, you know, start it up, and let's go from there. All right, guys. Thanks again for everything, and hopefully I'll see you all guys on Wednesday around like the same time and everything, depending on how I'm feeling. Because on Wednesday I am seeing like my therapist in the morning, so I'll see how I'm feeling during that time. And if things go well, and so I guess we'll definitely join our stream Wednesday. If not, if I'm not really like feeling to operate, we'll definitely stream again on Friday. So until then, thank you guys so much for everything. So far, you all mean the world to me, and thank you again, like, for everything. You know, thank you for all the follows, like, especially you, Rose. Thank you for that follow, and also thank you, Uncanny, for the sub, resub, and everything like that. And also, like, everyone else right here, and, you know, thank you for, like, all the chats, all lurks, and even watch the stream. Thank you. You all take care of yourselves, and I hope you have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, evening, night, dawn, whatever time it is. And I love you all. Take care of yourselves. Do what you do. Stay happy, and remember that you matter, and things will get better, even if things feels like things are not. Just let you know, don't give up. There's gonna be light near the tunnel, and I love you all. You matter, and you all peace out. Thanks for your stream. Hell yeah, you too, and thank you so much for dropping in, and also for the follow. And it was nice meeting you too. And hopefully, we get to even talk again later on at some point. But yeah, bye everybody. Bye. Take care. See you all later. Until next time, peace out. Bye. Love you. And stay awesome. Bye bye.